as we've got high school basketball for you here tonight from Alliance. The girls will get things kicked off, and then we'll have the boys game following that. So Gering coming in. This is the third game of this 3-game over 4-day stretch for Gering. And they come in with a record of 10-8 now, riding a 2-game winning streak. Last night in Bayard, they defeated Bayard 74-59. It was the most points that the Gering girls had scored in a season. The previous high was 67. That was against this Alliance team back in the Western Conference tournament. Gering led 22-17 after the first quarter. Bayard outscored Gering in the second 21-20, but trailed 42-38 at halftime. But another big third quarter for Gering as they outscored Bayard 24-11 to open up a 66-49 lead at the end of the third quarter. The fourth quarter saw Bayard outscore Gering 10-8, but it wasn't enough. Nikki Todd led the way with 18 points. Sydney Winkler with 17. Kiara Owayo with 13. And Chloe Fries with 12 for Lady Bulldogs in double figures last night. Tonight's opponent, the Alliance Bulldogs, and they come in with a record of 1-15 with their lone win coming over Hayes Springs. They are currently riding a 3-game losing streak as they lost to Ogallala 52-36. Ogallala led 15-4 after the first. They outscored Alliance 17-8 to lead by 20, 32-12 at half. Both teams with 9 points in the third, but Ogallala still had a 20-point advantage, and Alliance outscored Ogallala in the fourth 15-4, but dropped their 15th game of the season. Shelby Burke had 8, and 3 Alliance players with 6. Mentioned the first time these two teams met, it was back on the 4th of December at the Western Conference Tournament. Gering got the 67-21 win, a 25-point first quarter for Gering. It was 37-14 Gering at the half, and then Gering outscoring Alliance 30-7 in the second half. Sydney Winkler led the way, 20 points. Kiara Owayo with 9, Maddie Seiler with 8, and Chloe Fries and Carly Pazanka had 6 points apiece. Ava Stiegel led the way for Alliance with 7 points. And we'll come back. We've got pregame comments from head coach Steve Land as the pregame show sponsored by Platte Valley Companies continues after this on 106.9 The Trail.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
We're back on our Rural Radio Network pregame show as we get set. Platte Valley Company's pregame show tonight here on the network. Another girls and boys doubleheader for Gering. 3 games in 4 nights. Tonight, a rivalry showdown here at Alliance. Time to catch up with Gering girls coach Steve Land for pregame coaches. Comments brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his staff, and you can be in the zone. Time to start thinking about that spring sports season. Well, Coach, you had the home win against Torrington, a night off, and we talked yesterday morning, and you knew you'd have to come in locked in, or a team like Bayard taking Gering game pretty seriously, and it felt like for the first half at least, you kind of had to work through a few things before you kind of got the foot on the pedal a little bit.
Yeah, we really did. We didn't play bad offensively most of the night. We got out to a good start shooting the basketball. We played in the old school, almost like the Hoosiers effect with the old Bayard gym. and the rims was extremely tight, and kids realized that, and had to get a little bit more arch in the ball, because if it bounced in the rim, it wasn't going in. So, and then I was really disappointed with our team defense, especially in the second quarter. We gave up 20 points in the quarter to Baird, and they played well the first half. They scored 38 points, and that's not one of our defensive goals, is to let a team score that much by the half. And we'd put 42 points on the board in the first half, but overall I was disappointed in the first half. But we had another third quarter where he came out and played just lights off, scoring like 23 or 24 points in the quarter, and hit some. Kiera Aguayo hits a couple threes, and Sid hit a couple shots, and we really didn't look back after that. We built a 16, 18-point lead, but then we finished up the last few minutes, gave up back some points to them with our substitutes. But overall, anytime you can go on the road and get a win, that's a team that has a winning record, so it's nice to the power points, and we'll have to not take Alliance lightly. Playing at Alliance, they always play tougher at home, a little skinnier court, and a little home advantage to them. They know their court, and I've warned my kids about not taking Alliance lightly. Their record is not very good this year, but looking back this last week, they only lost by 14 or so to Ogallala, which is a quality team. So they're capable of playing well. If we're not shooting the ball well, we'll have to bring a great effort on defense tonight.
Saw Nikki Todd had a big night. Boy, just thinking about your dueling sophomore post, that's got to make you pretty excited, not just about the future, but I mean both these players coming into their own a little bit here, and by the time they're done, it's going to feel like they've played varsity basketball for about 5 or 6 years. Some of those kids you felt like have been there forever. Talking about Nikki Todd and Carly Pazanki, you got to be excited about that duo.
Yeah, I really am. They've got a long way to go, and they're getting there. And Nikki had a great game last night, leading our team in scoring. She's around the basket. She's getting softer with her touch, and she's grabbed us several rebounds. We ran a couple set plays for her, and her free throw shooting has improved a ton. And so that's the kind of kid that you want in your program for at least 6 years or so. And when they're playing, it seems like 6 years, but that's the kind of kids you want in your program. You don't want them on other schools in Sydney and Alliance, because it seems like they have been there for 6 years when they've got quality kids. So, but overall, we're coming together as a team, and we just got to take care of business tonight and move on.
You mentioned you can't take this Alliance team lightly. Since the coaching change, they've definitely ramped up the offense a little bit. They've been more competitive. So what are they starting to do a little bit better as they try to find themselves?
I think the biggest thing they were struggling with was guard play, handling pressure. And I think, the more you handle it, the better you're going to get at it. So as the season rolls along, they're going to be better at not giving up the points and turnovers and things like that. And so if you can't get them to turn the ball over, it's going to be a shortened game. And, they're always scrappy, and they're going to rebound the ball. They go to the boards hard, and so that gives them second or third opportunities. So we really got to box out tonight and, push the ball. We do want to make it a fast tempo game. If we can play a little faster than they're comfortable with, it will be to our advantage.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Boxing out, some defense, and some of that good pressure to force some turnovers. Sounds like a key to the game to me. Brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty, and you get that with every new vehicle purchase there at Team Auto. Coach, 3 games in 4 nights. Appreciate you putting up with phone calls and text messages to track down these pregame conversations. Always enjoy talking the hoops. Best of luck tonight. Have some fun and go get a.
All right, thanks, Chris.
We'll come back with more and get it turned back over to Jeff Kelly right after this.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or worn spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
106.9 The Trail, KHYYFM.com, and on KNEB.TV tonight for you. Allo Channel 15, Mobius Channel 1500. So Gering will try to get their third win in as many games tonight as they will face the Alliance Bulldogs. And for our starting lineups, tentatively for Alliance, they will start this way. It'll be Angie Davis, a 5'5 junior, Bailey Stark, a sophomore, Emma Wood, a 5'7 junior, Ava Stiegel, a 5'10 junior, and Shelby Burke, also a 5'10 junior for Alliance. For Gering, they will start this way. It'll be Sydney Winkler, 5'3 and a junior, Kiera Awayo, 5'3 and a senior, Chloe Fries, 5'7 and a senior, along with Carly Pazanka, 6 foot and a sophomore, and Nikki Todd, 6 foot and a sophomore. Of course, the big game last night by Nikki Todd, 18 points for her last night, and right behind her was Sid Winkler with 17 as Gering got the big win over Bayard to win their second game after they defeated Torrington on Tuesday night. Let's take our final break here on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. We'll come back with the opening tip from Alliance, and this is the Platte Valley Company's pregame show.
No matter what the groundhog says, you'll be mowing before you know it this spring. The best way to make sure you're ready for the first blades of grass is to take advantage of Sandberg Honda's Spring Tune-Up Special. From now until May 31st, schedule your lawnmower tune-up and receive free pickup and delivery in Scottsbluff and Gering. As a bonus, schedule service by March 10th and save with the Early Bird Special. Call Sandberg Honda at 436-2179 for details and to schedule your spring lawnmower tune-up today.
And in case you're wondering, yes, that was a pep band here at Alliance High School tonight. We were talking prior to the game. They have a concession stand open here tonight, and they also have a pep band. And talking to Nick Cheezick and Chad with KNEB.TV, I think this is the first game that I've been at this season as far as basketball goes that has had a pep band at it. So glad to see that kind of coming back a little bit, and of course they do have a concession stand that is open here at Alliance, so some different things here later in the basketball season as this will be the final game for Gering here in the month of January, and they will be in action next Friday as they will travel to Sydney, and then the girls will after that take part in the East-West Shootout on the 11th and 12th of February along with the boys. As the girls being introduced for Gering, there's Carly Pazanka, and then finally Nikki Todd is introduced for Gering. Gering, the road team tonight in the blue uniforms as they were last night with the white letters and numbers trimmed in gold. And a change in the lineup, it'll be Amari Browning, 5'8 and a junior, Bailey Stark, the sophomore. She'll be followed up by Emma Wood, the 5'7" junior, along with Shelby Burke, a 5'10" junior. And the final starter for Alliance tonight will be Olivia Knapp, who is a senior for Alliance. So for Alliance, it's Amari Browning, Bailey Stark, Emma Wood, Shelby Burke, and Olivia Knapp. Following this game, Alliance will go on the road. Tomorrow they will travel to North Platte. It'll be a girls game only, as the boys team for North Platte had a positive COVID test, so it'll just be girls only. Our opening tip brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Jay Ayler, Brock Ayler, Tori Schwartz are officials here tonight in Alliance, as Shelby Burke will jump it up against Carly Pazanka, as Gering will work from left to right here in this first half. They get it to the left side to Sid Winkler, her three off the mark, but Kiara Wyo pulls down the rebound. Work it on top as Freeze drives off the glass and in for Chloe Freeze. And that makes it 2-0 Gering, as Gering sets up full court pressure. Stark with it, has a pass tipped away. Pazanka ahead to Freeze, and Chloe Freeze quickly makes it 4-0 Gering. Off the pressure, Stark in the backcourt once again. Alliance in the home white uniforms. They get it ahead to Amari Browning on the far sideline. Picks up her dribble right at the 10-second line as Alliance gets it ahead to Emma Wood. She's got it on the right side. Starts to drive baseline, cut off. They try to bounce down inside to Shelby Burke. Now they'll work it outside to Bailey Stark. Reset the offense. Browning at the top of the key. Right side pass, Emma Wood with it, hounded by Kiara Wyo. Work it from right to left. Now top of the key. Inside they go to Knapp. Pass knocked away. Knapp picks up the loose ball to the basket. Too hard off the glass. Chloe Freeze comes down with the rebound for Gering. Ahead to Kiara Wyo to Winkler for a three ball. In and out. Rebound run down by Wyo. She puts it back up. Doesn't go, but there's Nikki Todd to put it back up and in, and she draws the foul. And Nikki Todd, who had 18 points last night, count the basket for Nikki. And she will try to complete the three-point play with 6:34 left here in the first quarter. 6-0. Gering on top. And Nikki's off on the free throw. Shelby Burke comes down with the rebound. The outlet to Stark, ahead to Emma Wood, up the left side. Wood on the wing, double teamed outside quickly to Browning on the right wing. Inside to Knapp, she'll put it on the floor, put up the shot, doesn't go. And a battle for the rebound is Shelby Burke. Goes over the back. And that'll be the first personal on Shelby Burke. Second team on Alliance. That'll bring Keely Manzanek into the Alliance lineup. Gering with a 6-0 lead. Winkler into the front court. Right side pass to Wyo. They work it around the outside of the arc. Back to Wyo. Now she'll drive right side. Puts up the runner that doesn't go. But Kiera will go to the line to shoot two. Bailey Stark picking up her first personal foul. And Kiera Wyo steps to the line, shooting 63%. And the first one falls in for Kiera. She had 13 points last night in the win over Bayard. One of four Gering players in double figures, as Kiera 2 for 2 to start this first quarter off. 8-0 Gering. And once again, Gering sets up pressure. They get it to Amari Browning. One dribble. She picks it up to Knapp. To Stark. Into the front court. Emma Wood on the left side. They'll get it back outside to Stark. Browning, they work it inside. Down low to Manzanek. To Knapp. Knapp splits defenders, tries to put the shot up. It doesn't go. Quickly up the floor, Sid Winkler gets it to Chloe Freeze on the left side. Skip pass to the right side. to Kiera Weil over the top of the defense. Goes Gering. They put it down low to Pazanka. And Carly fouled. And the foul was on Alliance's Olivia Knapp. 5:28 left in the first quarter, 8-0 Gering. And Gering will inbound underneath their own basket. Winkler lobs it in to Pazanka. She puts up the shot. It rolls out. Nikki Todd with the rebound and putback. And Nikki Todd with 4, 10-0 Gering. Pressure once again. 1-2-2. Stolen away. Loose on the floor as Freeze is tied up with Knapp, and the possession arrow gives the ball to Alliance. As Knapp will check out Emma Wood back into Kenna Montez into the Alliance lineup for the first time tonight. As Stark brings it into the front court, Alliance still looking for their first points. We're 3 minutes into the first quarter. Browning on the right wing as they work it outside the arc. Stark with the 3 ball, and she drains that. Bailey Stark gets Alliance on the board with 4:52 left in the first quarter. Ohio on the right wing, on the dribble, top of the key, left side. Winkler for 3, too strong. Battle for the rebound. Ohio tries to run it down, but we've got a whistle and a foul. And Ohio picks up the personal foul. First team foul on Gering. 1-3-1 zone set up on the pressure by Gering. Quickly up the floor as Stark has it, or check that, Angie Davis has it knocked away from behind, ahead to Winkler to Chloe Freeze inside the arc, doesn't go. Rebound tipped around. Browning comes down with it for Alliance. She'll get it ahead to Davis on the far sideline, and Davis tied up with Ohio, and the possession arrow pointing Gering's way. Gering will have it, leading 10-3 here with 4:19 left in the first quarter. Toss in, comes to Winkler, top of the key, right side pass. Gets a screen to Ohio. She'll skip it down in the corner to Pazanka. Baseline, looks inside, finds Nikki Todd, and Nikki lays it up and in, and she's got 6. That makes it 12-3. Gering by 9. Long down court pass to Browning to break the Gering pressure. Browning almost tied up by Pazanka. They get it to Davis inside the arc, and Davis with the bucket. That makes it 12-5. Quickly up the floor comes Gering. Left side pass, Freeze looks at the 3, didn't take it. Now she'll drive into the paint, off the glass and in. Chloe Freeze with 6. 14-5 Gering. Stark in the backcourt. She'll find Montez. Get it into the offensive end, but the pass stolen away by Ohio. Long down court pass. Chloe Freeze all alone. She puts it off the glass with the right hand, and she's got 8. And Gering on top by 11 with 3:14 left in the first quarter. In the backcourt, Angie Davis with it. She'll bring it to the offensive end. Alliance right to left. Looking. Finds Browning on the wing. They bounce inside. Montez from 15 feet away off the glass. Rebound comes down to Winkler. Ahead to Ohio up the right side. Kira pulls it outside. They look down low inside. Low block. Pazanka spins to the basket. Shot doesn't go. And they'll say Alliance touched it last. It'll be Gering's ball. Haley Weirn and Olivia Knapp into the Alliance lineup as Gering leading at 16-5. Will inbound the ball as Maddie Seiler checks in for Sid Winkler. Quickly out on top, Seiler to Weil for 3. Comes up short. Knapp comes down with the rebound for Alliance. Quickly the other way. Comes Alliance. Angie Davis on the drive right side and loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be Gering's ball with 2:32 left here in the first quarter. 16-5 Gering. Gering trying to go 3 for 3 on this 3-game and 4-day stretch for them. Started Tuesday night with Torrington. Last night they were in Bayard. Seiler on the dribble in the paint, and she's fouled. And let's see who the foul's on. And that'll be the second personal on Olivia Knapp. 15 foul on Alliance as that brings Emma Wood into the Alliance lineup for Amari Browning. Gering to trigger it in, baseline right. A while looking, gets it in to Maddie Seiler, who drives and scores. Seiler with her first two of the game. 18-5, and the ball. The foul as the teams come up court. So the Alliance will inbound the ball. As the inbounds comes to Haley Weirn. She's got it. Almost throws it away. Stark there to pick it up. To Montez. Davis holds at the top of the key. We're underneath 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Alliance works it to Knapp in the right corner. Outside the arc. Weirn with a three ball. Haley Weirn, a sophomore, makes it 16-18-8 with 1:39 left. Gering with the ball a while. The runner along the baseline too strong. Nikki Todd with the rebound, kicks out to Freeze for three. That's off the backboard, and there's Maddie Seiler with the rebound, and Seiler fouled by Angie Davis. And that'll be the 16th foul on Alliance. As coming in early in the game is Kale Morris for Gering. And they'll give an early rest to Kiera Weil. On the inbounds right side, here's Morris with it. Inside they go to Pazanka, two-hand pass out to Maddie Seiler. Seiler into the paint, kick out quickly to Morris. Two dribbles, looks in the corner, finds Maddie Seiler. Skip pass to the left side as Freeze drives to the basket. Shot doesn't go. Rebound tipped around. Freeze gets it right back, puts it up. It won't go. There's Maddie Seiler with an offensive board. She'll pull it back out. She'll launch for three and drain it. Maddie Seiler with 5. Gering 21-8 as we count it down in the first quarter as Alliance turns the ball over with 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Jazz Wybera coming in for Chloe Freeze for Gering. Gering with the ball, leading it 21-8. Seiler into the front court. Morris on the right wing. They go inside to Pazanka, and she's fouled by Haley Weirn from behind, and that'll be her first. Gering had a 25-point first quarter back on December 4th when these two teams met up. As Carly Pazanka steps to the line for the first time tonight and gets into the scorebook as she drains her first free throw to make it 22-8. Second one by Carly. She drains them both. And Gering with a great start from the free throw line. Makes it 23-8. And a foul as Alliance comes up the floor. Jazz Wybera committing the personal foul. That'll be her first, the third team foul on Gering. As Weirn, high pass to Angie Davis on the right side. They'll skip it over to Weirn. Another three on the way, too strong off the glass. Knapp with the rebound. Her putback doesn't go, but she'll draw the foul. And she'll go to the line to shoot two with 23 seconds left. And the foul was on Gering's Nikki Todd. That'll be her first. Team's fourth. As Knapp shooting only 39% from the free throw line this season. Rolls the first one in. Make it 23-9, excuse me. And she drains them both. And it's a 13-point Gering lead with 23 seconds left. Knapp goes out. Emma Wood checking in for Alliance. Seiler bringing it to the offensive end for Gering. Right side pass, Kale Morris. A three ball on the way. Comes up short. Rebound comes down to Angie Davis. She'll get it ahead to Weirn down the floor to Manzanek. She'll take the three. That's hard off the back iron. And Alliance controls. Angie Davis with it. The clock runs out. She misses a shot, and that ends the first quarter. At the end of one, Gering 23, Alliance 10 on the West Coast scoreboard.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
23-10, Gering by 13 as we go to the second quarter, and Alliance has the ball to start this second quarter. It's a pass thrown away, the ball loose on the floor, and it's picked up by Winkler, gets it ahead to Chloe Freeze on the left side, back to Winkler, takes it to the right side, picks up her dribble outside into the corner from Freeze to Wybera, inside to Nikki Todd. Nick's shot too strong, and Alliance comes down with it. Emma Wood on the left side, picks up her dribble, out on top to Weirn. Work it to Browning on the right side. She holds, looking, quickly to the right side. Emma Wood, they try to dump it inside to Weirn. She has it stolen away by Kiera Weil. Kiera on the run out, up the right side, off the glass. It won't fall. Wood comes down with the rebound as Winkler gets a hand in there and tips it away. Ball will stay with Alliance. Checking in will be Bailey Stark for Alliance. And she'll bring it across for Alliance. 23-10 Gering, 6:58 left in the first half. Also into the Alliance lineup is Michaela Hood. They try to go inside to Hood. That pass tipped away. Winkler into the lane. Kicks it out to Kiera Weil. Work it left side, Chloe Freeze. Beyond the arc. Gering, Alliance in a 2-3 zone. They work it inside to Ohio, and she's fouled on the shot attempt. And she'll go to the line to shoot two. So Kiera Ohio, who was at the line in the first quarter, sunk them both as the foul was on Manzanek, her first. And Ohio perfect from the line so far this evening. First points for Gering as Todd comes out of the lineup for Gering. 4 for 4 for Kiera Weil from the free throw line tonight. And Gering's opened up a 15-point lead with 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Emma Wood with it. They look down low. Manzaneker's shot was partially blocked by Winkler, but they're going to call Winkler for the personal foul. And that will put Keely Manzanek, the senior, at the free throw line to shoot two. Shooting 67%. And she drains the first one. She will get a second one here. 5th team foul on Gering. The second one on the way. That one rattles in and won't go in, but the offensive rebound, the putback by Wood doesn't go. And the other putback by Michaela Hood doesn't go. Gering with the ball. Right side pass. Here's Winkler with it. They work it inside to Carly Pazanka, and the pass goes off her hands. It'll be Alliance's ball. Shelby Burke into the Alliance lineup. Pressure set up by Gering. Stark with it in the backcourt. They get it ahead. Shelby Burke right back to Stark. The offensive end, cross-court pass to Browning. Inside to Shelby Burke, the free throw line. She holds. They work it quickly to Browning again on the right side. Here's Hood with it to Stark for a three ball high off the back iron. The rebound comes down to Chloe Freeze. Chloe on the push up the floor to the free throw line. Right side pass to Ohio. Left side to Winkler. She holds the ball above her head, looks, two dribbles, back to Jazz Wybera, who's in the Gering lineup. Back to Winkler for three, in and out. Carly Pazanka with the putback, that's too strong. As Wood comes down with it for Alliance. Ahead to Bailey Stark, bounce right side to Browning. She starts a drive, ball knocked away as Hood picks it up and puts it in, and she's fouled. Michaela Hood makes it 25-13, and she'll step to the free throw line, a 5'9" junior. Jazz Wybera will check out for Gering. Maddie Seiler back in. The foul was on Carly Pazanka. That'll be her first. As Hood converts on the traditional three-point play. She's got three in the game. And it's 25-14 with 5:07 left in the first half. Winkler top of the key, left side pass. They work it back, top of the key now, right side to Sid Winkler. She'll put it on the floor. Try to pass it inside. That pass knocked right back to her. Then it's stolen away by Browning. Ahead to Bailey Stark. Stark with it on the left side. Top of the key to Browning. Here's Angie Davis. They work it inside to Hood. Stolen away by Maddie Seiler. Maddie on the push all the way to the basket, off the glass and in. Maddie Seiler with 7 in the game. 27-14. 4:27 left here in the first half. As they try to get it ahead to Davis. And it's knocked out of bounds, and a timeout. A 30-second timeout taken by Gering, so we'll keep it right here. Glad you could be with us tonight on 106.9 The Trail, and coming to you tonight on KNEB.TV. And tomorrow night, Scotts Bluff back in action as they will host Casper Natrona. Well, for more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, we'll go far. Boys game will follow this one is the Gering boys defeating Torrington and getting the win, a 45-44 win, a 1-point win for Gering against Bayard. So they're going to try and make it 3-0 in these 3 games that they played in 4 days. Out of the timeout, Stark called for double dribble. And another Alliance turnover gives it right back to Gering. They lead it by 13 points. They led by 13 at the end of the first quarter. On the offensive end, Winkler with it. They dump it inside Ohio in the paint. Kick out to Maddie Seiler for a 3-ball. Maddie Seiler with 10 points here in the first half. Gering 30-14 with 4 minutes left in the first half. Pass intended for Hood. Knocked out of bounds by Sid Winkler. We will keep it at the Alliance end as they work right to left here in this first half. Browning to trigger it in. Looking. 5-second call on. They lob it out on top to Burke. She'll get it to Stark, who'll reset the offense for Alliance. Right side pass to Davis. Work it back to the left side to Stark. And Stark, guarded closely by Kiera Weil, goes to the floor. And that'll be the second on Kiera. And the 7th team foul on Gering. And that will put Alliance in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus here with 3:48 left in the first half. Stark's first free throw off the mark. Winkler comes down with the rebound. To Maddie Seiler, two-hand pass right back to Winkler. 2-3 zone by Alliance. They're working inside to Pazanka, outside to Maddie Seiler, and that one rolls in. Inside the arc for Maddie Seiler. She's got 12. Gering's opened up a 33-14 lead with 3:22 left here in the first half. Angie Davis on the drive, and she's cut off by Seiler, and she's called for traveling. And another Alliance turnover gives it back to Gering as Nikki Todd back into the Gering lineup for Kiera Ohio. Into the front court comes Maddie Seiler. Left side pass to Winkler. Everything working beyond the arc. Dump it inside, Pazanka. She'll kick it back out to Winkler for three. In and out. Long rebound. Seiler hustling to get it back. Winkler dumps it inside high post. Pazanka outside. Maddie Seiler. Her three too strong as Freeze battling for the rebound. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Alliance ball with 2:53 left here in the first half. 32-14. Gering with the lead. Pressure by Gering. They get it in to Bailey Stark. She'll get it ahead. Angie Davis with it on the right side. On the dribble against Seiler. High pass back to Stark. Left side spin move. Kicks it down low to Knapp. Knapp with the short range jumper. And the rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Alliance. It'll be Gering's ball. Manzanek back into the Alliance lineup. So we've got 2:36 left here in the first half. Seiler into the front court, finds Winkler on the left wing, wide open, doesn't take the shot. Inside to Freeze. In the paint is Chloe turns, and she's fouled by Olivia Knapp. That'll be the third personal foul on Knapp. That'll put Chloe Freeze at the free throw line. That brings Shelby Burke off the Alliance bench. She'll come in for Knapp. She'll sit down with those three personal fouls. As Chloe Freeze at the free throw line. Misses the front end. Rebound tipped around. Alliance controls. Stark quickly up the floor. Right side pass to Davis against Seiler. Out on top, back to Stark for a three. In and out, doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Alliance as Davis has it ripped away by Seiler. Maddie, long down court pass ahead to Chloe Freeze. Freeze, low block, spins with the right hand, won't go. Nikki Todd, rebound, put back. Nikki Todd with 8. Gering has opened up a 20-point lead with 1:52 left here in the first half. 34-14. Emma Wood answers right back with a 2. Her first 2 of the game. And double dribble called on Maddie Seiler as she comes up the floor. That brings Haley Weir back into the Alliance lineup. Stay with us at halftime. We'll recap the scoring in this first half of this game. Stark on the right side, out on top. Shelby Burke with it. Work quickly to Weirn in the wing. Inside to Manzanek from 10 feet away. That shot won't go as Freeze comes down with the rebound. She'll bring it across herself. Right side pass. Maddie Seiler driving. And a blocking foul called on Bailey Stark. And that will put Maddie Seiler at the free throw line. 10th team foul on Alliance, so Gering in the double bonus for the final minute 19 in this one. First one on the way. Maddie drops that one, and she's got 13 points here in the first half. She had 8 points last night, 8 points the last time these two teams met. She drains them both, and at halftime, Maddie Seiler with 14 points, and Gering once again with a 20-point lead. Pressure, Browning in the backcourt as it pass tipped away by Freeze from Wood. She can't score it. The rebound comes down to Nikki Todd. She's got the ball, and the held ball, the possession arrow will keep it at the Gering end with 1:07 left here in the first half. Chloe Freeze will trigger it in, baseline right. Lob comes in to work it quickly inside to Seiler to Freeze with the right hand, comes up short. Emma Wood comes down with the rebound. We're underneath a minute. Wood into the offensive end, picks up her dribble by the 10-second line looking. She'll find Browning. Right side outside. She'll drive against Winkler, tied up. Still looking for somebody to give it up to. They'll bounce it to Burke. Back to Weirn. Down along the baseline to Manzanek. Pass tipped away into the hands of Weirn as she starts to drive to the basket and she draws the foul. And that'll put Haley Weirn, a sophomore, at the free throw line. With 33 seconds left, Maddie Seiler picks up her second personal foul. 8th team foul on Gering. Free throw off the backboard. Carly Pazanka comes down with the board. Winkler ahead to Freeze. Freeze drives left side, spin move in the paint, off the glass, too strong. Rebound tipped around as Manzanek comes down with it. And a foul called. And we'll walk to the Alliance end with 21 seconds left, where Haley Weirn will shoot free throws. 10th team foul on Gering, so both teams in the double bonus. That's the first one off the mark. They're going to say that's the third personal foul on Maddie Seiler. So Maddie will quickly come out and Kale Morris back in for Gering. Weirn's second foul shot, that falls in. She's got 4 in the game. Make it 36-17. 16 seconds left. Gering with the ball. Morris, skip pass. They work it to Winkler inside to Pazanka. Pazanka fouled from behind by Alliance's Amari Browning. And Carly Pazanka will go to the free throw line with 9.9 seconds left. Both teams in the double bonus. And Carly a little bit strong on that one. She'll get a second one. Pazanka this season shooting 52% from the free throw line. Second one off the mark. Rebound tipped around and Alliance comes down with it. 5 seconds left. Weirn into the offensive end. She'll take the deep shot off the back iron as the buzzer sounds. And we're at halftime here in Alliance in the girls game as Alliance trailing Gering 36-17 on the Wesco scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Hey y'all, Heather here with Platte Valley Back & Sew. Platte Valley Back & Sew has been a cornerstone in downtown Scottsbluff since 1977. Our family brings over 100 years combined experience in the vacuum and sewing machine industry. We stand behind all of our products with a warranty you can trust and service you can count on. Whether you decide to shop in-store or online at PlatteValleyBackandSew.com, our quality products and customer care shine through. You can buy online, sign up for classes, see a calendar of classes and events, view our newsletter, and stay up to date. Platte Valley Back & Sew, downtown Scottsbluff, and online to serve you.
Alliance at halftime of the girls game, and Gering with a comfortable 36-17 lead as Gering led at the end of the first quarter 23-10. They outscore Alliance in the second quarter 13-7 to lead here at halftime 36-17. The last time these two teams met up, Gering led 37-14 at halftime as they got the 67-21 win back on December 4th. We'll come back, look at the individual numbers for both these teams, but at halftime, Gering 36, Alliance 17 on the Wesco scoreboard.
Finally, goodbye 2020. There was one good thing about 2020. That was the prices. And this is your last chance to get last year's prices at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. That's 20% off every window and door. Plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Only at Renewal by Anderson. But hurry, because 2020 pricing is only available until February 15th. Book your free estimate today. Call Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming at 307-215-7493.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
And welcome back to Alliance High School. First half of the girls game in the books, and the Gering girls on top of the Alliance girls 36-17. The individual numbers on the Alliance side, leading the way for Alliance is Haley Weirn. She has 4 points here at halftime. 3 points each for Michaela Hood and Bailey Stark. 2 points for Emma Wood and Angie Davis. And Keely Manzanek contributed 1 point in the first half for Alliance for their 17 points. On the Gering side of the ledger, a big first half for Gering's Maddie Seiler as she has 14 points. She had 5 in the first quarter, and she adds 9 more in the second quarter for her 14 points. 8 points for Chloe Fries. Nikki Todd also with 8 points here at halftime. And Kiera Wyo with 4. Sid Winkler held scoreless in the first half for Gering. But Gering leads it 36-17 here at halftime on the West Coast scoreboard.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
And welcome back to Alliance High School. Gering comfortably on top of Alliance 36-17 as the Gering girls coming back out onto the floor here. A short halftime talk from head coach Steve Land as the Gering Lady Bulldogs led 23-10 at the end of the first quarter, and they lead here at halftime 36-17. Gering at 10-8 on the year, 2 straight wins over Torrington Tuesday night and Bayard last night as the Gering girls put 71 points on the board last night in the win over Bayard, their largest point total of the season. Their previous high was 67 against this Alliance team back in December during the Western Conference Tournament. Take another break here at halftime as Gering leads Alliance 36-17 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go, so you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
Back at Alliance High School, halftime of the girls' game has the Gering girls on top, 36-17. And of course, following this game, we will have the boys' game, and the Gering boys riding a 2-game winning streak. They are now 6-11 on the season, but a tall task for Gering tonight as Alliance comes in at 13-4 on the season. And this will be the first of the second meeting between these two teams on the boys' side, as Alliance got the win back during the Western Conference Tournament, 42-37. Both teams back on the floor, going through their warm-ups before we get ready to start the second half. And Gering comfortably on top of Alliance, 36-17 here at halftime on the West Coast scoreboard.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
Jeff Kelly back with you here at Alliance High School at halftime of the girls' game. And the Gering girls comfortably on top, 36-17. And stay with us, we'll have the boys' game following this one. And we're glad you could be with us tonight on 106.9 The Trail, KHYYFM.com, and coming to you tonight also on the TV side on KNEB.TV, Allo Channel 15 and Mobius Channel 1500. Scotts Bluff will be in action tomorrow night tomorrow afternoon, I should say, as they will have Casper Natrona tomorrow afternoon. Girl-boy doubleheader. Chris Cottrell will have that action for you. And following this game, the Gering girls and boys will be off until next Friday, when they will travel to Sydney to face the Sydney Lady Raiders. Well, Paul Reed Construction and Supply has been in business for over 35 years. Headquartered in Gering, Nebraska, the company provides an array of services ranging from commercial and industrial building construction to heavy highway earthwork and installation of underground utilities, as well as the rock pile division, service and equipment. Paul Reed Construction on 10th Street in Gering. Ready for second half action. And Alliance will have the ball. It'll be Winkler, Awayo, Freeze, Pazanka, and Nikki Todd for Gering to start this second half. And a little discussion at the scorers table prior to getting things underway here for the second half. And they've got that straightened out, so they will hand the ball to Alliance's Emma Wood, and we will get things underway here in the second half. Alliance will work left to right. Bailey Stark on the dribble as Awayo goes to the floor. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep it at the Alliance end. Amari Browning triggered in front of the Alliance bench near sideline. She bounces it into Stark. Picked up by Awayo. Holds the ball above her head. Now she'll take it on the dribble to the left side and find Emma Wood. Out on top, Olivia Knapp. Right side pass, Stark. Looking, holds the ball above her head, guarded closely by Ohio. Starts it driving, her shot blocked by Pazanka, but they're going to say Carly fouled her. Or check it, they're going to give the foul to Kiera Ohio. And that will be the third on her. The first team foul is Bailey Stark. Will step to the free throw line. Can't connect on the first one. And she'll get a second one. 36-17, Gering on top. As Stark drains the second one. 36-18. Gering the first offensive possession here in this second half. As they work from right to left. Here's Winkler for three from the left wing. Count it. Sid Winkler gets on the board to start this third quarter with her first points of the game. They come from beyond the arc, and it's 39-18. Emma Wood on the dribble left side, picks it up. Goes top of the key, Knapp drives down the right lane line, and she'll draw the foul. And from the reaction from Nikki Todd, that foul will be on Nikki as Knapp will step to the free throw line to shoot two. And I've got Nikki for 2 personal fouls, and the scoreboard agrees with that. And the first one on the way from Knapp rolls off the back iron and rolls in. Gering still with a comfortable 20-point lead. Second one on the way. That one will roll in. And Olivia Knapp with 3 points in the game. Gering by 19. 3-ball on the way. Ohio can't connect. Rebound tipped out of bounds. They will say it's Alliance's ball. For Alliance is Amari Browning, along with Emma Wood, Bailey Stark, Shelby Burke, and Olivia Knapp. Pressure by Gering, Wood with it. Now they'll drop the pressure back. Amari Browning with the dribble on the left side. Looking, picked up by Pazanka. Now she's double teamed. She'll get it out to Burke. They'll check that to Stark. Back to Browning. High post snap, and she's tied up by Sid Winkler. And the possession arrow gives the ball to Alliance. 6:35 left in the third quarter. 39-20. Gering leads it by 19 points. Or check that possession arrow pointed Gering's way. As Ohio holds it on the wing. Quickly to the left side to Winkler. They'll work it around the outside of the arc against the Alliance zone defense. Skip pass. Freeze drives left side off the glass and in and counted, and she's fouled. Chloe Freeze with 10. And that will put Chloe at the free throw line to try to convert on the 3-point play. Kenna Montez in for Olivia Knapp, and that foul was Knapp's 4th personal foul. Chloe converts on the 3-point play. She's got 11 points. 42-20. Gering comfortably on top. Pressure, and the ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Alliance. They will inbound at their offensive end. They get it in. Bailey Stark holds. Right side, outside, high post to Burke. To Browning on the right side. Browning on the bounce is now working to the left side to Stark. Inside, Emma Wood from 15 feet away. She can't connect. Freeze comes out of there with the rebound. On the push, Chloe up the floor. Now she'll wait, get it ahead to Winkler. To Ohio on the right side. Back to the left side, Pazanka holding. Winkler dump it inside Ohio. The runner in the paint doesn't go. Rebound put back for Nikki Todd. She has 10. And Gering on top by 14 points here with 5:27. Browning trapped along the sideline, and she gets called for traveling. The double team by Ohio and Winkler caused the turnover for Alliance. And Gering will have it. Gering working right to left. Winkler to Freeze, looked at the open three, didn't take it. Here's Pazanka, top of the key, back to Chloe. Skip pass to Winkler. Sid starts a drive, the kick out, ball pass tipped around in the hands of Nikki Todd. She can't convert. Long rebound tipped around. It comes back out to a while. She'll reset for Gering. To Freeze, left side Winkler, wide open for a three. That falls in for Sid Winkler. She's got 2 threes in this third quarter. 47-20 Gering as Browning knocked to the floor by Winkler. And the ball will stay at the Alliance end with 4:47 left here in the third quarter. Browning triggers it in, looking, tosses out on top to Bailey Stark. Holds the ball on her right hip. Now she'll put it on the deck to Browning. They work it left side, back to Stark. Stark has it knocked away, but they're going to get Kiera Weil with the personal foul. And Weil looking at her 4th personal foul. And Briley Dean quickly off the Gering bench. No team fouls for Alliance here as we're halfway through the third quarter. And Weil with her 4th, and that's the 4th team foul on Gering. Alliance with the balls. They work it to Browning on the right side. Bounce in the corner to Shelby Burke. Out on top, pass tipped away. Browning runs it down. Puts it on the floor. They'll try to kick it inside to Montez. It's loose on the floor. And the held ball, the possession arrow will give the ball to Alliance. So Alliance will inbound to the right of their basket at their offensive end. And some discussion between the officials. And now Torrey Schwartz will make his way over to the scorers table. And they will make a correction on the scoreboard. And they make it 47-20. And they correct the team fouls to 1 on the Alliance side. Browning on the inbounds to Burke. Back to Browning. She'll drive baseline right side. Takes it from right to left. Comes out the other side. Finds Wood inside. Turnaround by Montez. Her shot blocked, and they're going to get Nikki Todd for the personal foul. Now check it. It's going to be on Chloe Freeze. She'll pick up her first. 15 foul on Gering. And Montez will step to the free throw line for Alliance. And the first one comes up short. Montez, a sophomore, scoreless in the first half as she drains the second one. She's got one to make it 47-21. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Gering with the ball. Winkler down the right lane line. Shot doesn't go. She draws the foul. And Sydney will go to the free throw line. 2 threes for Sid Winkler here in this third quarter. As the foul was on Amari Browning. That'll be her second. Inbounds out on top. Toss to Winkler. On the dribble, dumps it inside, down low. Pazanka, her shot doesn't go, but she's fouled by Shelby Burke. Third team foul on Alliance. And that'll put Carly Pazanka at the free throw line for the second time tonight. Hit them both, 2 free throws in the first quarter, and she's 3 for 3 on the night. Makes it 48-21 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Carly Pazanka 4 for 4. And Gering's opened up a 49-21 lead. Alliance with the ball. High post Burke to Browning on the right wing. Cross court pass back to Stark as they work it around the outside of the arc. Stark bounces to Burke. Back to Browning. Cross court pass, errant, has to be run down by Stark. Stark and Browning continue to play catch with it with 3:23 left here in the third quarter. High post Wood, her shot blocked from 15 feet away by Nikki Todd. And a pushing foul called on Gering Sydney Winkler. And that'll be the third on her, and already Gering with 16 fouls here in this third quarter. Browning tosses that inbounds pass, tipped away. Stark picks it up. She'll start a drive, and a blocking foul called on Carly Pazanka. So that will put Shelby Burke at the free throw line, and the second personal foul on Carly Pazanka. And substitutions on the Alliance side as Angie Davis and Haley Weirn into the Alliance lineup. Stark drains the first one. Her 5th point. And a little extracurricular activity between Nikki Todd and Shelby Burke. So Burke will switch sides of the lane. And Montez will take her place on the left side of the lane. Stark with 3 points. At halftime, she's got 5 in the game as she misses a second one off the mark, and Gering will have it. Winkler, right side pass to Dean. Out on top to Pazanka. They work it around to Winkler. Kick it inside to Nikki Todd. Her layup will roll in. And Nikki Todd with a dozen points here tonight. Gering 51-22. 2:51 left in the third quarter. As Angie Davis controls at the Alliance end, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Chloe Freeze gets a hand in there, and it'll stay at the Alliance end. A toss in, comes to Stark. She's got it on the right wing, holds the ball on her hip. Out pops Davis. Davis to the top of the key in the corner to Burke. Down low to Montez to the basket. Her shot goes, and she's fouled. And the foul will be on Nikki Todd. And that will be the 4th on Nikki. No, check it out, just her 3rd personal foul. But the 8th foul on Gering. And Kenna Montez off on the front end of the free throw. And Gering will have it as we near the 2-minute mark. Long court pass. Dean drives right side, loses the handle, and gets called for traveling. Gering will turn it right back over to Alliance as they drop back on the defense. And a substitution for Alliance as Emma Wood comes in for Bailey Stark. 51-24 Gering. Weirn into the front court, picks up her dribble, cross-court pass almost tipped away. Angie Davis with it, guarded by Winkler. They work it inside to Shelby Burke, knocked away. Gering with the ball as Winkler runs in to Weirn, picks the ball back up, back to Briley Dean, out on top. Winkler to Dean, she'll take the 3. Too strong, there's Chloe Freeze with the offensive board. Her shot too strong. Dean with the rebound in the paint, loose the handle. And let's see what we've got, a held ball. And the possession arrow will give the ball to Alliance with 1:53 left in the third quarter. Gering leads at 51-24. In the corner, they go to Wood. Skip pass to Davis. Davis drives right side, puts up the shot, too strong. Carly Pazanka tied up as she pulls down the rebound. And possession arrow will give the ball to Gering. And here comes Jazz Wybera in for Nikki Todd. And Nikki will sit down with those 3 personal fouls. Alliance drops back. No pressure defense from them as Winkler will walk it into the offensive end. Coming up on the 90-second mark here in the third quarter. Freeze on the dribble, top of the key to Briley Dean for another 3 ball. That one won't fall. Shelby Burke comes down with the rebound for Alliance. They get it ahead to Angie Davis on the wing right side. Free throw line. Montez drives. Shot rolls out. Rebound put back, and the shot by Weirn. And they're going to say Carly Pazanka commits the personal foul. And that'll put Shelby Burke at the free throw line as Carly Pazanka with 3 personal fouls. Winkler with 3. Nikki Todd with 3 for Gering. Burke can't connect on the first one. Here comes Maddie Seiler into the Gering lineup for Briley Dean. 51-24. Gering's led from the opening tap as Shelby Burke gets into the scorebook. 51-25. Pressure by Alliance. Broken. Freeze up the floor to the basket, off the glass. It won't go. And Chloe will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And the third team foul on Alliance with 1:06 left. And Shelby Burke with her 4th personal foul. Chloe drains the first one. She's got a dozen here tonight. 52-25, and Manzanet comes in for Burke on the Alliance side. Freeze a second charity toss off the mark as the rebound comes down to Angie Davis. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Weirn on the dribble right side, and she's fouled by Sid Winkler. And Sid picks up her 4th personal foul. And that'll put Haley Weirn, a sophomore, at the free throw line. 10th team foul on Gering. So Alliance in the double bonus for the rest of the contest. And a short rest for Briley Dean. She'll come in, and Sid Winkler will sit down with those 4 personal fouls. 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Weirn second one high off the back iron. Rebound tipped around. Pazanka comes down with it and then throws it away. So Alliance will have it with 53 seconds left. They will inbound at their offensive end. Toss in, thrown over the head of Weirn. Dean picks up the loose ball as Seiler runs it down, and then Seiler fouled as she comes up the floor by Angie Davis. And that'll be the second on Davis, but only the 5th team foul on Alliance, so Gering will inbound. Far sideline at their offensive end as they work from right to left. Quickly to Freeze on the left wing. Left to right, here's Seiler with it. Holds the ball above her head, skip pass, Wybera. 3-ball on the way. Too strong. Seiler with the offensive board. She'll bounce it down low to Pazanka, kick it out to Wybera inside the arc off the front iron. Seiler with another offensive board to Freeze. Freeze drives off the glass and in. Chloe Freeze with 14 points. 54-25, counted down in the third quarter with 19 seconds left. Angie Davis with it. Beyond the arc right side, cross-court pass, 11 seconds left. Weirn on the left side, they dump it inside to Montez from 15 feet away. That's off the back iron as the rebound will be tipped around. It'll be Gering's ball with 1.7 seconds left. Pressure by Alliance, they get it into Seiler. And Seiler will throw it 3/4 court, hit the ceiling, and that ends the third quarter. Gering on top by 30 as we go to the fourth on the West Coast scoreboard.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
A 30-point advantage for Gering as we go to the fourth quarter. 54-24 as it's Seiler, Pazanka, Wyo, Todd, and Freeze in the lineup for Gering as we start this fourth quarter. Browning with it on the right wing. Pass tossed to Burke. To Stark. Pass goes through the hands of Wood. Browning has it. Looking. Picked up by Wyo. Work it left side to Stark. No shot yet. To Browning. She starts to drive against Freeze. Throws up an off-balance shot. Off the mark. Pazanka with the rebound ahead to Seiler. Maddie up the right side to the basket. Too strong. Rebound tipped around as Seiler goes to the floor and bangs her head off the floor. And she will stay down. And she'll be helped to her feet. Nods her head. And we'll see if she stays in the game. Steve Land talking to her. And Maddie's going to stay in the game. And she gets a nice hand from the Gering bench. They'll say it was an intentional foul. So Maddie will step to the free throw line. Off on the first one. She'll get a second one. Took a spill in a game earlier this season and landed on her lower back. As she goes 1 for 2. She's got 15 in the game. 55-24. Gering on top. Gering will have the ball off of the intentional foul. As the foul was on Emma Wood, that was her first foul. 16 foul on Gering. 3 ball, Maddie Seiler off the front iron. Alliance comes down with the rebound. Stark up the floor. Left side pass to Amari Browning. She'll take it into the paint to the basket. Shot doesn't go, but she'll go to the line. As it looked like she was tripped a little bit, and that'll be the 5th and final foul for Kiera Wyo. She fouls out with 7:06 left in the game. And she'll sit down with 4 points. She has been held scoreless here in this second half. And Briley Dean will come into the Gering lineup. And Amari Browning at the free throw line for Alliance. Can't connect on the first one. She'll get a second one. Gering on top, 55-24. Second one on the way. Browning misses both. Chloe Freeze comes down with the defensive board, and they'll come the other way for Gering. Has it, left side pass to Maddie Seiler. Out on top of Zang as they work it from right to left against this zone defense from Alliance. They try to go inside to Seiler, tipped away in the hands of Pazanka. She drives, puts up an off-balance shot that doesn't go. And the rebound tipped around. And a few not agreeing with the call is Steve Land. Stark brings it across the 10-second line for Alliance. Right side pass to Peyton Gibson, who's checked in for the first time tonight. Gibson has it on the right side. Picked up there by Seiler. Left side, Stark. She'll take the 3 and drain it. Bailey Stark with 8 points. Make it 55-27. Freeze with the ball. Left side, here's Dean with it. Holds the ball above her head. Left to right. Seiler for 3. Too strong. Browning comes down with the rebound. She's tied up by Briley Dean. The possession arrow keeps it at the Gering end. And Jazz Wybera comes in for Carly Pazanka. And Briley Dean will inbound it Baseline left. And they will send one of the officials to the scorer's table. And everything is good. And Chloe Freeze will trigger the inbound. They lob it in to Dean. Quickly out on top to Seiler inside to Chloe Freeze, who tosses it up with the right hand. And Chloe Freeze was 16 in the game. Gering back on top by 30. 5:56 left in the contest. Bounce inside to Knapp. Knapp drives, throws up an off-balance shot. Long rebound controlled by Alliance. Back to Knapp for 15 feet away. Gibson with it in the corner. Browning inside the archer. Shot too strong. Rebound can't be controlled. And Alliance with the rebound, the shot off the mark. Once again, Maddie Seiler takes a spill on the floor. And a foul called, so we'll walk to the Gering end. 7th team foul on Alliance. So Gering in the 1-and-1. As the foul was on Alliance's Peyton Gibson. Maddie shooting 59% from the free throw line. First one off the back iron. Wybera with the rebound. Tries to kick it out as Burke knocks it out of bounds. And it'll be Alliance's ball with 5:28 left in the game. Gering on top by 30, 57-27. Stark will bring it across. Alliance left to right. High post pass to Burke. She's got it left side back to Bailey Stark. Here's Browning popping out to Gibson. Gibson on the right wing. One dribble, the bounce to Shelby Burke. Back out on top to Knapp. Along the left side to Amari Browning, and Browning tied up by Briley Dean. And that'll keep the ball at the Alliance end with 5:06 left in the game. 57-27. Gering leads it. Browning tosses out on top. Stark there to pull it down. She's got it top of the key. Burke back to Gibson on the wing. Bounce in the corner to Gibson. Inside down low block to Knapp. She can't convert. Rebound tipped around as Dean comes out of there with it. Ahead to Chloe Freeze on the runner. And Freeze lays it up and in. She's got 18. 59-27 Gering. 4:40 left in the game. Stark for three from the left wing off the mark. Gibson with the rebounder put back, but she's fouled from behind by Chloe Freeze. And that will put Peyton Gibson at the free throw line to shoot two. And Alliance in the double bonus. They have been since 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Gibson can't convert on the first one. As Browning comes out, Haley Weirn checks in. And Chloe Freeze checking out for Gering as the second free throw off, but Burke can't convert on the offensive board, and Knapp with the board. But a whistle and a foul. And the foul was on Olivia Knapp, and that will end her night here tonight. So Kiera Wayo and Olivia Knapp have fouled out of the game. Knapp fouls out with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. As Michaela Hood will come in for the Alliance Bulldogs. And Kale Morris, who just checked into the game, will be at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Kale, a 5'4" junior. Misses the front end, the rebound tipped around, loose, finally picked up by Alliance. Weirn will bring it across. Long pass to Stark for a three off the mark. They're checked by Gibson. And the rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be Gering's ball. So for Gering, it's Morris, Wybera, Seiler, Dean, and Nikki Todd. As Kiera Wayo has fouled out of this game. Jazz Wybera will step to the free throw line. First one on the front end, and Jazz Wybera, a 5'7" junior, makes it 60-27. And she will get a second one right here. Second one off the mark. Rebound tipped around. Alliance controls. As Weirn has it. Gets it ahead to Gibson, but Seiler gets a hand in there. And she'll knock it away. It'll stay at the Alliance end. 4:08 left in the game. 60-27. Burke, top of the key. Left side pass to Bailey Stark. Stark, they work it around the outside of the arc. Back to Gibson. Gibson puts it on the deck, takes it inside the arc, nothing doing, back outside to Michaela Hood. She can't connect, and the ball still in Alliance's possession. High post to Burke, to Stark, inside, down low to Weirn. Her turnaround jumper comes up short, and a battle for the rebound as Briley Dean and Shelby Burke go to the floor. And that brings Ana Vea Rios into the game for the first time tonight. Nikki Todd will take a seat on the bench with 3:38 left in the game, 60-27. Dean with it on the right wing as they work at top of the key, now right side to Maddie Seiler. Skip pass back to Jazz Wybera for three, air ball, but comes down in the hands of Maddie Seiler. She'll bring it back out, give it to Briley Dean for a three. Off the back iron, won't bounce in. There's Maddie Seiler again. To Dean outside. Morris will try for a three, off the glass and in for Kale Morris. 63-27. Gering, 3 minutes left in the game. At the Alliance end, they work it to Gibson. Inside to Hood, and Hood called for traveling. And substitutions on the Alliance side as Browning and Davis check in. And everybody in the Gering uniform is going to get into this one is Jaylee Coombe at the scorer's table. She will come in at the next opportunity. Gering with the ball. Skip pass, right side. Here's Maddie Seiler with it. Top of the key to Morris to Wybera. Three ball, that'll be short. There's Maddie Seiler once again, but trying to corral the rebound. She bounced it on the baseline. It'll be Alliance's ball as Jaylee Coombe, the 5'6" freshman, checks into the Gering lineup for the first time tonight. 2.5 minutes left in the game. 63-27 Gering. Weirn has it. Picked up by Morris. Cross-court pass to Davis. Browning in the right corner. Holds. Back out on top. To Angie Davis. Left side pass. Weirn for three. Back iron. Rebound fought for. Bodies to the floor. And we've got an Alliance player staying down. And that is Amari Browning. And that'll bring, she stays down on the floor down at the Alliance end. And a correction on the pronunciation at Jaylee Coombe for Gering, as they will help Browning to her feet, and she will walk to the Alliance bench. And I will get back to action as Alliance will inbound it. Jalen Clark into the Alliance lineup for the first time tonight. They get the inbounds pass for a three ball by Davis, too strong. Weirn comes down with the rebound. So we near the 2-minute mark. Here's Davis with it at the free throw line. Splits defenders, puts up the shot and puts it in. 4 for Angie Davis. 63-29 as we go underneath 2 minutes. Check that, Morris, another three off the glass and in. Kale Morris, 2 threes in this fourth quarter. 66-29. Weirn holds it for Alliance. Pass intercepted by Morris. Morris will slow up, give the ball to Maddie Seiler. And the pass from Briley Dean to Kale Morris goes over her head out of bounds. And that'll give it back to Alliance with 1:23 left. Stay with us. We'll have the Runs a Post game show, our Taco John's player of the game, and set you up for the boys game here tonight from Alliance. They work it inside to Hood. She'll take the mid-range jumper off the mark as Seiler comes down with another rebound for Gering. She'll bring it center court to Dean on the left wing. Briley for three. Too strong as the rebound battle for Weirn went to her knees, got back up, and traveling called with 58 seconds left. Alliance sets up full court pressure as Morris triggers the inbound. Back to Morris, another three ball, caught it, Kale Morris. 3 threes in the fourth quarter, 69-29. It's a 40-point Gering advantage as we counted down here in the fourth quarter. Alliance with the ball, cross-court pass. They bounce it out on top, that pass intercepted by Seiler on the run out. Maddie fouled as she stole the ball away. So Maddie Seiler will go to the free throw line, the clock running with the 40-point advantage for Gering. And we'll see if Maddie can get these free throws up before the buzzer sounds. 10 seconds left. First one on the way, she drains that one. And Maddie Seiler with 16 points in the game, 70-29. And the second free throw, Maddie drains them both. 71-29 is your final score here tonight as Gering goes to 11-8 on the year, while Alliance drops to 1-16. We'll come back with the Runs a Post game show as Gering wins at 71-29 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Holiday recycling tips.
The holidays bring wrapping paper, boxes, and trees. Remember, when
Land Survey for you. Call Wildcat Surveying today at 308.
(71-29). The Gering girls get their third win in as many games as they defeat Alliance for the second time here this season. And with the loss, the Alliance girls dropped to 1-16 on the season, and they are now riding a 4-game losing streak. And with the win, Gering goes to 11-8 on the year, and they are riding a 3-game winning streak as their last loss came to Scotts Bluff. So this 3-game stretch over 4 days, Gering comes out of that with 3 straight wins. Gering led from the opening tap as they led by 23-10 after the first quarter. They outscore Alliance in the second quarter 13-7 to lead 36-17 at halftime. And in the third quarter, Gering outscoring Alliance 18-7 to lead 54-24 at the end of 3 quarters. And they make the final 71-29 as Alliance held to 4 points in the fourth quarter, as they will have a senior recognition ceremony here. So Steve Land will make his way here to our broadcast position, and we will get some post-game comments from Steve as his team has won 3 straight games here this evening. And Steve Land joins us. You kind of warned your team against a team that's 1-15 on the year, and it was a little bit of a slow start in the first half tonight.
Yeah, it really was, and we didn't like what we were doing tempo-wise, and so we kind of changed some of these up, went man, full court man. I thought it picked up with the tempo a little bit, but some of our defensive goals we didn't hit early, but by the end of the game, 3 of the 4 quarters we did hit our defensive goals. So, it's something that as competitors you have to really clamp down, and when you have a team down, you need to keep them down. And I thought we gave up. We weren't rotating real well and closing high with high hands, and we left a few open shots out there. A team like North Platte will bury shots on you when you do that, so we'll need to be able to learn from that and get better as we move ahead and play Sydney and McCook and North Platte to finish the season.
Talk about your team's performance over these 3 games on this 4-day stretch.
Well, I think we overall we're just catching fire. We're really learning each other. We've had some great passes and assists over the last 3 days, and people are starting to shoot the ball a little bit better. The first half, Sid Winkler couldn't hit the broadside of the barn, and she almost quit shooting. And I said, a good shooter is going to hit their next shot. And I told her at halftime, I says, that first one, I says, don't hesitate, let it go. She did that, and she made the first shot coming out of the second half. So sometimes you just got to play little mind games with the kids and remind them that they're good shooters. And once they hear that, they kind of remember, kids are vulnerable. And sometimes you just need to pump them up a little bit. And overall, I think everybody got a chance to score. We're trying to get a couple of kids in the JV to score down the stretch, and Kale banked in a couple threes. And once she catches a break, and makes 1 or 2, she might shoot an air ball, but then she might hit 3 or 4 in a row. And she's capable of that. She did that last year in some JV games, and she did catch fire, and she hit another one late. But it's hard to tell kids not to shoot where they don't get to play a lot. And the score was well in hand, and we weren't trying to run it up or anything. But once your subs are in there for 4 or 5 minutes, you got to let them play as well.
Maddie Seiler was all over the floor tonight. She finishes with 16 points, but she just seemed to every errant shot that you threw up, every errant pass that was thrown, she was always there to clean it up tonight.
Yeah, she really was, and every time she came out of the scrap with a rebound, she's one of the shorter girls on the team. She just has a knack to go get the ball, and Hustle does that. And, I think she frustrated some Alliance girls were frustrated, and, they ended up pushing her down once on the out of bounds here. And, she kind of composed herself, and we finished up with her stuff. So overall, it was a good week for us, and we got to get back to the drawing board and figure out how to beat this really good Sidney team.
All right, but another good win for you here tonight. A nice performance by your team, 3 players in double figures, and it's just you're looking like you're building on a lot of things that you probably wanted to try and get accomplished from the start of the season.
Yeah, and it was slow going, like you said, early on, and we hadn't got to play a lot of summer basketball with COVID and all that kind of stuff, and so now that we've been in the gym every day for 2 hours and the kids are starting to come together, it's fun to coach this group. They're very unselfish, and anytime you get 3 double scores, you really like that. And then we had a lot more kids contribute tonight as well, so we'll take it. And anytime you play at Alliance here, it's a tough place to play, and done this for 30 years now, and we've come up here many nights and walked out of here without a win, so we'll take it.
All right, Steve, great win tonight. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, Steve Land joins us here on the Runza post-game show as Gering gets the 71-29 win over Alliance to go to 11-8 on the season. We'll take a break here on the Runza post-game show and recap the individual scoring in this one as Gering gets a 71-29 win over Alliance on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
71-29, Gering girls get the win here tonight over Alliance, their second win of the season. And this is the Runza post-game show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, and Chadron. Individual totals tonight for Alliance. We'll start on their end of the docket. Leading the way tonight for Alliance was Bailey Stark as she finishes with 8 points here tonight. 4 points each for Angie Davis, Haley Weirn with 4. 1 point each for Keely Manzanek, Kenna Montez, and Shelby Burke. 3 points tonight for Michaela Hood and Olivia Knapp. And 1 point also tonight for Shelby Burke. On the Gering side of the ledger, 3 players in double figures once again, and 2 players tie for game high honors. Chloe Fries and Maddie Seiler finished with 16 points apiece. Nikki Todd, another good outing for her as she finishes with a dozen points tonight. 9 points for Kale Morris on 3 threes in the fourth quarter, and a big night for the 5'4" junior Kale Morris as she finishes with 9 points. Sid Winkler with 6 tonight. 4 points for Carly Pazanka. 4 points for Kiera Weil before she fouled out with 7:06 left in the fourth quarter. And 1 point tonight for Jazz Wybera as Gering gets the win 71-29 as they outscore Alliance in the fourth quarter 17-5 for the win. And as you heard, head coach Steve Land, a tough one. They will get some time off. They will play again next Friday as they will take on Sydney down in Sydney. Well, both the boys teams on the floor, and we'll get you set up for the boys game as Gering, they come in with a record of 6-11 on the year. 2 straight wins by the Gering boys. They got their second win in this 3-game stretch in Bayard last night. An exciting game, 45-44 is your final score. Gering led by 3, 16-13 at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, though, Bayard outscoring Gering 13-6, and Bayard led by 4 at the half, 26-22. Bayard increased their lead to 5 points at 36-31 at the end of the third quarter, outscoring Gering 10-9. But the fourth quarter saw Gering battle back as Gering tied it at 40 with 2 minutes and 49 seconds left. Hunter Hayden with a three-pointer to make it 43-40 with a minute 36 left. And Bayard came back to cut it to 1 at 43-42 with 49 seconds left. But Jack Franklin with a basket with 18 seconds left to seal the win for Gering. Brett Pazanka led the way with 14 points. Jack Franklin contributed 11. Caden Bonsack and Hunter Hayden with 4. Well, tonight's opponent, the Alliance Bulldogs, their head coach is Michael Baker. They come in 13-4 on the year. Their last time out, they defeated Ogallala 69-61 in overtime, as Alliance took a 19-13 lead after the first quarter, and they increased that lead in the second quarter, outscoring Ogallala 19-9 to make it 38-22 Alliance at the half. But in the third quarter, Ogallala, with a 13-6 scoring advantage, cut it to 44-35 after the third quarter. And the Ogallala Indians with a 13-4 fourth quarter. That tied the game at 48 to send it into overtime. And in that overtime period, Alliance outscoring Ogallala 23-13 for the win. A big night for Alliance's Cason Clark, 37 points, 14 rebounds, 9 for 9 from the free throw line for Cason Clark of the Alliance Bulldogs, and Kellen Murr added 11 points. Well, these two teams met up back on the 4th of December at the Western Conference Tournament, and Alliance came away with a 42-37 win. Alliance led by 5 at the half, both teams with 22 points in the second half, but Alliance with a 42-37 win. Back on December 4th, Jack Franklin led the way for Gering with 24 points. Brett Pazanka chipped in 12. And for Alliance, Cason Clark with double figures with 18, Jaden Kelly with 9, and Chase King with 8 points for Alliance. And here on the boys pregame show, Chris Cottrell caught up with Gering head coach Kyle Clark. We'll have those comments next as the Between Game show continues after this on 106.9 The Trail and on KNEB.TV.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
We're back on the Rural Radio Network tonight, our Platte Valley Company's pregame show here between games as the Gering girls and Alliance have wrapped up. We move towards our boys tip-off here in just a little bit. Chris Cottrell joining the broadcast as we get sent to talk with Gering boys head coach Kyle Cotton. Pregame coaches' comments brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his staff, and you can be in The Zone all spring sports season long. Well, Coach, it's been a busy week, and so far you guys guys have been able to come out on top in a pair of these games. An interesting one last night on the road. I was listening to your post-game visit with Jeff, and we'll get to the fourth quarter but in a moment, but let's start with those first 3 quarters. You said you weren't happy at all. You were trailing, I believe, by 5 after 3 at Baird. What kind of went into the start of that game and into the second half that kind of had you guys behind the 8 ball a little bit?
We weren't very aggressive on offense or on defense. We just kind of sat back and just kind of played the game however Baird wanted to. You got to give them a lot of credit. They came out. They were very aggressive. They kind of took it to us on the offensive end. And defensively, we weren't quite ready, and we weren't nearly as effective as I would have liked to have been on the offensive end.
Obviously, kind of, you get to crunch time and everybody has to perk up a little bit and realize, look, we're either going to get this done or we're going to have to walk out of here catching this loss. So what kind of turned the tide and got things going in your direction a little bit?
On the very first possession of the fourth quarter, Brett got a steal and went down and made a layup. And then we finally got it inside to Sam, and, he converted an and one to tie it up on the next possession. And then from there, we were more efficient. We took better shots. We took care of the ball. And our defense, tightened up.
So by any means necessary, 2 games so far this week and 2 wins, the bottom line is you've been able to get the job done.
Yeah. That's been our motto the last few weeks is find a way to get it done. And we have. Yesterday wasn't pretty at all. And makes you kind of stop and think, if we need to change things, we're just going to stay the course. And hopefully we can find a way tonight to get this done.
Yeah, so I think obviously you can revert back to the effort you put on the floor last Saturday at home against Scotts Bluff as you get to deal with this Alliance team that's got plenty of talent. So Case Clark obviously first and foremost stands out, but they've also got some guards that have been around the block a little bit and play solid ball. When you watch this Alliance team, when you scout them, what kind of really sticks in the front of your brain as far as what they can do well?
Well, they don't mess up. They don't turn the ball over. They're very efficient on offense. They don't take bad shots. Coach Baker has them very well coached right now. And they're, like I said, they're just not going to make mistakes. So we have to make sure that, we're not giving them extra opportunities. The first time we played them, it was a defensive slugfest. And, I'm hoping that it's something similar to that because that's the kind of game that we need it to be.
Yeah, that opening game, 42-37, a 5-point game, so you can draw on that. You can draw on last Saturday. You've got Brett back in the mix. How do you go about game planning for tonight? Sometimes in games like this, it's like, okay, we'll let their guy get theirs. We need to shut everybody else down. What do you have to do defensively to kind of replicate that first outing?
Well, I don't know if we can let Clark get his because he could probably outscore us by himself if we did that. But we got to make sure that we're playing solid D, we're helping, and we're rotating. We did that very, very well the first time. Our defense has struggled a little bit as of late. Hopefully we can get that a little bit corrected here. But on the offensive end, we got to be able to knock down shots. They're going to score. So we got to be able to match that and hopefully exceed that.
Yeah, they seem that they cut so well away from the basketball and they move well without the ball. So if you don't have your head on a swivel and looking to play some help defensively, things can get away from you. But offensively, knocking down shots. You can put all the game plans in that you want, and we're not talking about just you or your team, anybody. Sometimes the game of basketball just simply gets down to, can you put the ball in the hole?
Yeah, like I've been saying, we've been getting excellent shots. Even last night, we had wide open shots, and they're just not falling. Thankfully, Jack's been able to hit, some of his outside shots lately to keep us, keep the defenses from just packing in. We got to find a way to be able to put the ball in the hole and score more than 45 points a game. If we want to be successful.
Get you out of here on this one, wrapping up with Gering boys coach Kyle Cotton. Their record 6-11. Alliance comes in at 13-3. Second matchup of the season between the two. Time for a quick key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of that lifetime warranty. So you've mentioned a bunch of things that have to go your way tonight. What's the number one thing maybe that you've talked about or haven't talked about that you have to do well to get a win?
I think we need to attack the paint, get the ball inside, and try to get Clark in foul trouble if at all possible. He's a good player. But we have to get the ball more inside. We can't settle for jump shots if we're not making them.
There you have it from Kyle Cotton, Gering at Alliance. Always a fun one when these two get together. Tip-off here shortly. We'll get it back to Jeff Kelly. Coach, appreciate the time as always as you start to wrap up a 3-game and 4-night stretch. Have some fun tonight and good luck in this one.
Thank you.
We'll come back with more. Get it back to Jeff right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
It's time for something different.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
And welcome back to Alliance High School as we're getting you ready for the boys' game. One piece of housekeeping I needed to clear up with regards to the girls' game. Did not name our Taco John's player of the game, as Taco John's brings you our player of the game, and Taco John's in Scottsbluff and Gering make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And our Taco John's player of the game here tonight in the girls game, that goes to Maddie Seiler, the 5'5" sophomore. Finishes with 16 points tonight, but just hustled all over the floor, corralling errant shots and errant passes and keeping the ball at the Gering offensive end. So Maddie Seiler, with her 16 points tonight, is our Taco John's player of the game. On the girls' side is the Gering girls, 11-8 now on the year, and they beat Alliance for the second time this season. Your final score was 71-29. Well, now time to take a look at our starting lineups here in the boys' game, and our starting lineups for Alliance go this way. It'll be Jaden Kelly, a senior, averaging 5 points a game. Jared Matulka, a senior, averaging 7 points a game. Creighton Siza, a 6'1" senior, averaging 7 points a game. Chase King, a 6'1" senior, averaging 6 points a game. And Kason Clark, and you heard Chris and Kyle Cotton discuss him in the pregame show. Kason Clark, a senior, averaging 20 points a game for Alliance. Had 37 in their win over Ogallala last week, but Kason Clark will be someone that Gering will definitely need to keep their eye on tonight, as he had 18 points the last time these two teams met up. For Gering, they will start this way. It'll be Max Greeley, 6 foot and a sophomore. Brett Pazanka, 6'1" and a senior. Jack Franklin, the other 6'1" senior, along with Sam Rushello, 6'3" and a junior. And the fifth starter for Gering here tonight, it's going to be Austin Mitchell, 6'2" and a senior. That is who got into the game last night in the starting lineup, as Austin Mitchell has gotten the start the past couple of games for Gering. So he will be in the starting lineup tonight for Gering, as Gering looks to get their 7th win on the season, but it's going to be a large task tonight, as Alliance is the opponent. They come in with a record of 13-4 on the season. We'll come back with the opening tip from Alliance. You're listening to it on 106.9 The Trail and watching on KNEB.TV.
Please listen to all of it.
did not play in the first meeting between these two teams, as it was Gering's first game of the season. Brett Pazanka, who had 10 points against this Alliance team, followed up by Jack Franklin, who had 20. Austin Mitchell did not play in the game back on the 4th. And Sam Rushello did not score, but did see action in the first game between Alliance and Gering. As Alliance being introduced, as it's Jaron Matulka. And a change in the starting lineup. It'll be Kellen Murr, not Jaden Kelly, in the lineup. And followed up by Creighton Siza, Chase King, and here comes Kason Clark for Alliance, as Alliance dressed in the home white uniforms with blue letters and numbers. And we will get things underway here. And our opening tip, as always, brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. So Gering and Alliance, round 2. As Kason Clark will jump it up against Brett Pazanka. As we will get things underway once again, Tori Schwartz, Brock Ayler, Jay Ayler are officials here tonight in Alliance. As the tap controlled by Alliance. And Alliance will move right to left. They get it out on top. Chase King at the free throw line looking inside to Murr on the right wing. Work it around the outside of the arc. Chase King with it down low to Clark, and his outlet pass back outside to King is thrown away. And Alliance on their first offensive possession turns the ball over. And Gering will have it. Gering working left to right. Pazanka on the right wing holds the ball, picked up there by Chase King. Working quickly left side to Max Greeley. Here's Rushello, pops out. Jack Franklin with it. Gering tries to work it inside to Rushello, tipped away by Clark. Clark runs it down on the offensive end to the basket, and he's fouled by Austin Mitchell. On the run out. Austin Mitchell committing his first personal foul, first team foul on Gering, as Clark steps to the free throw line. Shooting 77% from the free throw line. Drains the first one. Makes it 1-0 Alliance. And Clark drains them both. And he's got the first 2 points in the game. 7-11 left in the first quarter. Greeley into the offensive end. Mitchell on the right side in the corner to Pazanka. Bounce down low. Rushello into the paint, and Sam spins and scores. And we're tied at 2. At the Alliance end, here's Clark with it on the dribble, handed to Murr. Murr has it tipped away by Pazanka, but it goes out of bounds, and they'll give it to Gering. Quick hands by Brett Pazanka. So Gering has the ball. We're tied at 2 here with 6:46 left in the first quarter. Greeley into the offensive end. Cross-court pass to Franklin to Rushello. Sam, they work it right to left. Here's Greeley, top of the key, picked up there by Matulka. He'll take the 3. Comes up short. Clark with the rebound. Quickly up the floor. Here's Creighton Siza with it to Murr on the right wing. Murr will get a screen. Take it top of the key. Back to Creighton Siza. Alliance working around the outside of the arc. Chase King into the corner. Murr head fake. Drives inside. Nothing doing. Cut off. Kason Clark with the jumper inside the arc. And Creighton Clark with all 4 of Alliance's points here with 5:55 left in the first quarter. Max Greeley with it for Gering. Takes it right side. The bounce entry inside to Rushello. Stolen away by Clark. He'll give it up to Matulka. Back to Clark for the three. Glances off the front iron. Jack Franklin there for Gering. Quickly ahead, Brett Pazanka on the right wing. He'll launch from bonus distance. Off the back iron, Murr pulls down the rebound. Quickly ahead to Metalka. To King, driving, cut off there by Rushello. Here's Metalka with it, drives into the paint, off the glass, too strong. Rebound is out of bounds. And Alliance touching it last. It'll be Gering's ball. They trail it by 2, 4-2 here with 5:14 left in the first quarter. Chance to tie with a 2. Mitchell gives it up to Jack Franklin, bounces it off his ankle, and a foul called on Alliance's Creighton Siza. He will pick up his first, team's first, and the ball will stay at the Gering end. Toss in comes to Max Greeley. Greeley holds, finds Pazanka on the right side. Right to left, outside the arc. Jack Franklin by the far sideline. He'll bring it top of the key, hand it to Greeley. Max on the dribble, picked up there by Creighton Siza. Rushello, right side, holds the ball above his head, top of the key, quickly to Mitchell in the corner to Jack Franklin on the left side. Gering continues to work it around the outside of the arc. Trailing at 4-2. Pazanka picked up by King. Gering patient with the ball. Rushello with it. To Austin Mitchell, top of the key. Greeley drives into the paint. Shot comes up short. And an offensive foul called on Alliance's Chase King. That'll put Max Greeley at the free throw line. Off on the first one. Here comes Caden Bonsack into the Gering lineup for Austin Mitchell. Chance to cut it to one right here on the free throw as Max Greeley makes it a 4-3 ball game. 4:10 left in the first quarter. Siza into the offensive end. Gives it up to Murr. Chase King dumps down low in the paint. Clark against Rushello, puts up the shot. It doesn't go. But Clark draws the personal foul. He'll go to the line. First personal on Rushello as Case and Clark steps to the line for the second time here in this first quarter. Five points. He has all 5 of Alliance's points here in this first quarter. And Case and Clark starts out 6 for 6. And Alliance on top by 3 with 3:54 left in the first quarter. Franklin into the paint, pull up from 15, off the glass. And Jaden Kelly, who's into the Alliance lineup, comes down with the rebound. Ahead to Metalka. Back to Kelly, Clark to Murr as they work it quickly to the left side. Metalka back to the right side. Inside they go to Clark. Clark will kick it back out. They work it to King. Quickly around the arc. Metalka for 3, doesn't go. Clark with the rebound. Dishes it back to Metalka, and Metalka lays it up and in. 8-3. Alliance has opened up a 5-point lead. 3:10 left in the first quarter. The hand to Greeley. He'll hand back to Jack Franklin as they run the weave out front. Pazanka with it. Back to Max Greeley, top of the key. Max with the dribble. Inside the arc, puts up the off-balance shot. Can't score it. Rebound tipped around. Clark controls. Long outlet pass. Murr. Murr to the right side. Loose the handle. Loose ball picked up by Gering. Jack Franklin with it. Gering quickly the other way. Ahead, Max Greeley starts a drive, but he gets called for traveling. And Gering will turn the ball back to Alliance with 2:40 left here in a low-scoring first quarter, 8-3. Alliance leads it by 5. 5 of those 8 points for Alliance have come from Case and Clark. Right side to Murr. Dump it down inside. Kelly to the basket against Franklin. Shot comes up short. Rebound tipped around. Bonsack with it. Franklin ahead to Pazanka. From 3 from the left side, and Brett Pazanka drains the 3. 8-6. Gering trailing by 2. Here's Metalka on the dribble. Hand it to Kellen Murr to the free throw line. Back outside. Clark drives down the right lane line. Kick out to Kelly. Kelly pull up the runner. Off the mark. Gering with a chance to tie. Ahead to Greeley with 1:57 left. Greeley trying to split defenders and an offensive foul. Called on Max Greeley as Chase King goes to the floor. And Chase King comes up limping. And that brings Jackson Bayer into the Alliance lineup, along with Chase Boyer with 1:54 left. Siza works with it out front. Jaden Kelly with it. They work it around from Boyer to Bayer. As Siza is fouled by Brett Pazanka. That'll be the first on Brett. 4th team foul on Gering, as Alliance will inbound far sideline their offensive end as they work right to left in this first half. Boyer triggers it in. Creighton Siza takes to the left wing and launches the 3 and drains it. Creighton Siza with 3. 11-6 with 1:27 left. Left side pass, Hunter Hayden, who's into the Gering lineup. And Franklin will pull it out on the dribble. Call out the offensive set for Gering. To Bonsack on the right side. Back to Rushalow. Top of the key to Hayden. Back to Brett Pazanka as we near the 1 minute mark. Gering working around the outside of the arc. They go inside to Rushalow. Rushalow shot too strong. And Alliance comes down with it. Creighton Siza up the right side. Case and Clark with it. Hands to Jaden Kelly. Back to Clark for 3. In and out. Bonsack with the board for Gering. We're underneath a minute. 42 seconds left. Alliance on top by 5. Pazanka walks it across the 10-second line. Hands it to Hunter Hayden. Hayden with the big shot last night in the win over Bayard. To Pazanka. So they continue to run the weave out front. Hayden tries to dish down low along the baseline to Franklin. The pass tipped away. 17 seconds left. Alliance will play for the last shot. Siza walks it across the 10-second line with 10 seconds left. Picked up there by Hunter Hayden. On the dribble, they get it to Siza, or check that to Clark. Back to Siza, and Siza puts up the shot at the buzzer for his 5th point of the quarter, and after one, Alliance leads it 13-6 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's because it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
13-6, Alliance leads Gering at the end of the first quarter. And in another boys game at halftime, Sidney leading Shadron 34-28. Gering with the ball as Siza tips Hunter Hayden's pass out of bounds. And it'll stay with Gering. Gering working the basket to our right. Eli Merez into the Gering lineup. He's got the ball top of the key. Right side pass to Hunter Hayden. One dribble to Jack Franklin. Franklin, underhand pass to Merez as they work it to Bonsack. Try to bounce down low to Schlotthauer, who's in the game. As Bear got a hand on it. And it'll stay at the Gering end. Hayden to trigger it in, gets it into Franklin, looked at the three, didn't take it. Now they'll work it back to Hunter Hayden. He'll call out the offensive set. Trying to get a screen. Hayden driving down the left side of the basket. Too strong. Rebound tipped around. Bonsack with the rebound. The outlet to Jack Franklin comes up short, but Hunter Hayden there to put it up and in for Gering. 13-8. Jaden Kelly drives left side to the basket. Shot goes, and he's fouled by Hunter Hayden. Jaden Kelly, the senior, getting his first basket here tonight. And he converts on the three-point play. Makes it 16-8. Alliance with their largest lead of 8 as Jack Franklin checks out. For Gering. Pazanka with the ball. Hunter Hayden on the left side, top of the key. They fire it to Merez. Work it around to the right side, back to Pazanka. He'll get a screen from Schlotthauer. Brett into to the right side is the three by Hayden is off the mark. And Alliance comes down with it with 6:47 left, leading 16-8. Creighton Siza on the dribble. Finds Boyer. He takes to the right side, the hand to Jaden Kelly. Back to Chase King. He drives, splits defenders. His shot goes, and he's fouled. Chase King with his first two. And it's a 10-point Alliance lead. As Austin Mitchell and Sam Rushel at the scorers table for Bonsack and Schlotthauer. And Chase King, who took that spill back in the first quarter, is back in the game. Can't convert on the three-point play as Austin Mitchell and Boyer tie up. On the rebound, the ball will stay at the Alliance end. So Alliance will inbound. Lob it out on top. Creighton Siza. He's got it. He'll get a screen. Take it to the right side. Kelly drives, loses the handle. Loose on the floor. Tipped out of there into the hands of Creighton Siza. And Alliance controls. Kelly with it on the right wing. Looks inside. Gets it to Siza from 15 feet away. Siza drops it in. Creighton Siza with 7. 20-8. 7-0 run by Alliance with 6 minutes left here in the first half. Eli Merez will try from bonus distance off the mark. The rebound tipped out of bounds. They're going to say Alliance touched it last. And Kason Clark back into the Alliance lineup for Jason Bear. And back in for Gering is Jack Franklin. As Hunter Hayden will inbound it, looking. They'll lob it clear out on top where Jack Franklin makes the catch. Austin Mitchell on the right side, inside to Pazanka, backing down. King is his shot blocked by Kason Clark. And Alliance with the ball, leading by a dozen. Driving down the lane and not making the layup is Siza. The tip by Clark doesn't go. Gering quickly the other way. Pazanka, the right side. The kick out. Eli Merez for three. Short. Siza with the rebound for Alliance. Gets it ahead to Kelly on the left side. To Clark to the right side to Boyer. Boyer doesn't see anything he can do with it, so they work it around. Back to Kelly to Boyer. Here's Chase King with it. looking. He'll pick it up on the right side. They'll bounce inside to Clark. Against Mitchell, drives baseline. Kick out to Boyer. Quickly, the 3-ball by Siza doesn't go. Kason Clark, offensive rebound. He puts it back up and in. Siza with 8. 22-8. Gering with 4. Alliance leads it. 4:41 left in here in the first half. Hunter Hayden on the right wing. Gering works it around the outside of the arc against a 2-3 Alliance zone. Franklin on the dribble drive into the paint. Kicks it out. 3-ball on the way. Austin Mitchell. That won't fall. Siza comes down with the rebound for Alliance as they work right to left. Into the front court to Clark. Quickly to Kelly. Kelly will get a screen from Siza. Into the corner. Boyer for 3. Back iron. High rebound. Siza there. He puts it back up and in. Creighton Siza with 9. 24-8. And a full timeout taken by Gering. 4:01 left in the first half. 24-8 Alliance on the West Coast scoreboard.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Back in Alliance, and a quick switch to baseball. If you are a Rockies fan, you will not like to hear this, as the Cardinals have agreed to acquire Nolan Arenado from the Rockies. The deal pending approval from both MLB and the Players Union. Rockies sending the Cardinals significant cash, believed to be in the $50 million range. Back to basketball here in Alliance. Gering with the ball, trailing 24-8. 3:51 left in the first quarter. Joe Van An and Jackson Schlotthauer into the Gering lineup. And Gering turns the ball over. And Alliance will control as Gering sets up full court pressure. Kellen Murr will inbound the ball. And Creighton Siza will bring it into the offensive end. So they work it in the corner to Chase King on the left side. Out on top, now left side. And they fire a pass that goes out of bounds as Metalka tried to hit Chase King as it went out of bounds. And Gering will control, trailing 24-8. Van An controls for Gering, top of the key to Bazanka to Jack on the left side. He brings it top of the key as Gering works it quickly around the outside of the arc. Greeley driving and dishing, and they're going to say Max traveled. Second traveling call on Max Greeley here in the first half of this one. As Gering trails at 24-8. Creighton Siza finds King down low. They go inside to Kason Clark, and his shot doesn't go, but he draws the foul. And the foul was on Brett Bazanka. He'll pick up his second. 17 foul on Gering. And Kason Clark continues to hit from the free throw line. 7 for 7. And it's now a 12-0 run by Alliance here in the second quarter. As Clark drains them both. Alliance 26-8 as Rushelo and Bonsack back into the Gering lineup. Gering with the ball. Greeley into the front court. Van An with it on the right side of beyond the arc, looking, 2 dribbles. Back out on top. Bonsack holds. Bounce inside. Rushelo against Clark to the basket. Sam can't score it. Clark comes down with the rebound. Quick outlet up the floor to Matulka. Matulka up the right side. Kicks it to the left side trying to find Murr. And that's tipped out of bounds. And it'll stay at the Alliance end. And they will get ready to inbound it. They need someone from Alliance to take care of that. Creighton Siza will do it. He looks, they have to fire it clear out on top to Chase King. Finds Matulka in the corner to Siza. They go in low. Clark spins against Rushelo, puts it up with the right hand and puts it in. And a 20-point lead for Alliance. A dozen for Case and Clark in the first half. 2:12 left. Gering with it. Greeley, 1 dribble, picked up. He's swarmed by Matulka. They get in the corner. Van An bounces down low to Rushelo. Sam too strong. Murr comes down with the rebound. Alliance on the run. Matulka ahead to Siza on the run out. Siza can't convert on the layup. Bonsack comes down with the rebound. Quick outlet to Franklin. On the bounce left side. Van An to the basket. An offensive foul. Called on Joe Van An. And the 8th team foul on Gering as Jackson Bear checks into the Alliance lineup for Chase King. Alliance with a 20-0 run here as Clark with a deep 3. And Case and Clark getting heated up here. And a 30-second timeout called by Gering as it's 31-8. And a big run by Alliance during this 30-second timeout. Stay with us. We'll recap the scoring here at halftime for both teams. As Alliance, after leading 13-6 at the end of the first 8 minutes, has blown it open here in the second quarter. And a big scoring drought for the Gering Bulldogs. And out of the timeout, Gering will have the ball. As Franklin will trigger it into Max Greeley. And Gering in a deep hole at 31-8. Franklin with it on the left side, holds the ball. Bounce to Bonsack, top of the key. He'll hand to Max Greeley. Max picked up there by Matulka. Now he puts it on the floor to the basket, and a blocking foul called on Matulka. And that'll put Max Greeley at the free throw line. And now some discussion between the officials. And they'll say count the basket by Max Greeley, so he's got 3 to make it 31-10. And he converts on the 3-point play to make it 31-11. Alliance by 20. Near the 1-minute mark here in the first half. Siza, Matulka in the corner. Clark against Bonsack. Skip pass into the right corner. Murr drives. Is fouled on his way to the basket. And he'll go to the line. As Sam Rushelo commits his second personal foul. And Kellen Murr will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Sinks the first one to make it 32-11. Murr's second charity toss is up and good. And it's a 22-point Alliance lead as we count it down here in the first half. Greeley into the offensive end on the dribble. Passes it. Finds Rushello. Left side outside. Bounce out on top to Eli Merez. To Bonsack. They work it around the outside of the arc. Jack Franklin with it. Merez looking. Gering from left to right. Franklin to Bonsack. Caden puts it on the deck to the basket. Off. Doesn't go. Gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. Bonsack gets his first points of the game. 33-13, the Alliance lead back to 20, 14 seconds left. Matulka, they work it in the corner to Case and Clark. Pass tipped up in the air. Gering has it. Greeley one-hand pass to Merez inside the arc, off the mark, and that ends the first half. At halftime, Alliance leading Gering 33-13 on the Wesco scoreboard.
No matter what the groundhog says, you'll be mowing before you know it this spring. The best way to make sure you're ready for the first blades of grass is to take advantage of Sandberg Honda's Spring Tune-Up Special. From now until May 31st, schedule your lawnmower tune-up and receive free pickup and delivery in Scottsbluff and Gering. As a bonus, schedule service by March 10th and save with the Early Bird Special. Call Sandberg Honda at 436-2179 for details and to schedule your spring lawnmower tune-up today.
Back at halftime here of the boys' game, and Alliance has opened up a 20-point lead over Gering, as your score is Alliance 33, Gering 13. It was 13-6 Alliance at the end of the first quarter, but a big second quarter for Alliance. They outscored Gering 20-13, and they lead it here at halftime 33-13. We'll take a break. We'll come back, recap the individual numbers with Alliance on top of Gering 33-13 on the Wesco scoreboard.
For more than 162 years, FNBO has been with you where you are. A bank committed to helping you earn more and save more, so you can do more, both big and small. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
33-13, Alliance on top of Gering here at halftime in the boys' game. And let's take a look at the individual numbers. On the Alliance side of the ledger, kind of as expected, Case and Clark leading the way for Alliance. 15 points at halftime for Case and Clark, 6 in the first quarter, and he adds 9 more in the second quarter for 15 points. Creighton Siza with 9. 3 points for Jaden Kelly, and Jaron Matulka and Chase King with 2 points at halftime for the Alliance Bulldogs. Nobody in double figures on the Gering side of the ledger, but Max Greeley leading the way with 4 points. Brett Bazanka with 3 at halftime, and 2 points each at halftime for Hunter Hayden, Sam Rushello, and Caden Bonsack. 20-point advantage for Alliance at halftime as they lead Gering 33-13 on the West Coast scoreboard.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Hey y'all, Heather here with Platte Valley Vac & Sew. Platte Valley Vac & Sew has been a cornerstone in downtown Scottsbluff since 1977. Our family brings over 100 years combined experience in the vacuum and sewing machine industry. We stand behind all of our products with a warranty you can trust and service you can count on. Whether you decide to shop in-store or online at PlatteValleyVacandSew.com, our quality products and customer care shine through. You can buy online, sign up for classes, see a calendar of classes and events, view our newsletter, and stay up to date. Platte Valley Vac & Sew, downtown Scottsbluff, and online to serve you.
Halftime of the boys game in Alliance, and the Alliance Bulldogs have opened up a 20-point advantage here over the Gering boys, and they lead at 33-13 at halftime. Gering girls run their winning streak to 3 games as they defeat the Alliance girls 71-29 was your final score. Gering girls led 36-17 at halftime, and they outscore Alliance in the second quarter by a count of 35-12 to get the 71-29 win. So the Gering girls now 11-8 on the season. Maddie Seiler and Chloe Fries with 16 points apiece. Nikki Todd with 12. Last night, Gering had 4 players in double figures. Tonight, they've got 3 players in double figures, but they will have a big one next Friday as they go on the road to Sydney to take on the Sydney girls. And an update from the Sydney boys as they are leading Chadron at the end of 3, 48-42 that game up in Chadron, Nebraska. Here in Alliance, the Alliance boys comfortably on top as they make their way back onto the floor as they lead Gering 33-13 at halftime on the West Coast scoreboard.
Finally, goodbye 2020. There was one good thing about 2020. That was the prices. And this is your last chance to get last year's prices at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. That's 20% off every window and door, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Only at Renewal by Anderson. But hurry, because 2020 pricing is only available until February 15th. Book your free estimate today. Call Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming at 307-215-7493.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Jeff Kelly back here in Alliance at halftime. Alliance on top by 20, 33-13. Radio TV combo tonight for you here from Alliance as we've got the game for you on KNEB.TV. Nick Chesick along with Chad on the camera, and also coming to you on the radio on 106.9 The Trail and KHYY-FM.com. Both teams back out on the floor, and we've got about 2 minutes before the start of the second half. Let's take another break here during halftime with Alliance leading Gering 33-13 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
33-13, Alliance leads Gering at halftime, and a final in boys basketball tonight from Chadron. Sidney defeats Chadron 48-42, and of course Sidney is Gering's opponent next Friday night, and we'll have that game for you right here on the Rural Radio Network. Gering will try to climb out of this 20-point deficit, but Alliance with an 18-0 run in the second quarter as they opened up a 31-8 lead, and a big scoring drought for Gering as they only scored 7 points in that second quarter. They are outscored in the second quarter 20-7 by Alliance. It'll be Jack Franklin, Brett Pazanka, Sam Rushello, Caden Bonsack, and Max Greeley for Gering. And for Alliance, it'll be Murr along with Creighton Siza, Metalka, Kaysen Clark, and Jackson Bear getting a start here for Alliance. As we start the second half of action, and Gering will have the ball. They work from right to left. Pazanka on the left wing, cross-court pass into the corner to Greeley on the right side. Out on top, bounce in the corner, Franklin. He'll hand to Max Greeley. Greeley for 2, off the mark. Rebound run down by Alliance. Clark. Metalka ahead to Murr. Murr up the right side to the basket, off the glass and in. Kellen Murr with 4. 35-13 Alliance. Franklin at the Gering offensive end, holds, fires a pass to Pazanka. They work it to Rushello. The lob down low, and it's thrown over the head of Bonsack, picked up by Creighton Siza. Siza quickly up the left side, Alliance left to right. To the right side, here's Murr with it. He'll take it into the paint, drive and dish to Kaysen Clark, who puts it up and in. Clark with 17 points. 36-13. Or check that, 37-13. Gering with the ball, still looking for their first points here in the third quarter. Rushello, right side, outside. In the corner, Pazanka, he'll take the 3. Off the mark. Clark with the rebound. One-hand pass on the outlet to Murr. Murr up the right side to Clark. Quickly to Metalka on the left side. He'll get a screen from Clark. Metalka on the dribble. He'll find Creighton Siza. Bear on the left side. Alliance works it around the outside of the arc. Here's Metalka. Siza with it. Siza starts at drive, and he's fouled by Brett Pazanka. And Brett will pick up his third personal foul. As Damon Billy will come into the Gering lineup for Brett Pazanka. Brett will take a seat on the bench with those 3 personal fouls here. Not 2 minutes into the third quarter. Siza with it for Alliance on the left side. Gets a screen from Clark to the free throw line. Back outside, Clark for 3 off the back iron. Into the hands of Jack Franklin for Gering. Up the court he comes. Jack Franklin on the dribble drive. Puts up the off-balance shot, and he'll draw the foul. Kellen Murr committing his first personal foul. And Jack Franklin at the free throw line for Gering with 5:51 left. Gering still looking for their first points here in this second half. As Alliance with a 4-0 run to start this third quarter. Second one on the way. That one drops through. Make it 37-14. And that's the first points for Jack Franklin in the game. Metalka driving left side, scoop with the right hand, doesn't go. But Metalka will go to the free throw line to shoot two. And Sam Rushalow with his third personal foul. As Jaron Metalka shooting 63% from the free throw line, misses the first one. He'll get a second one. And now Sam will come out and Eli Merez into the game as he joins Brett Pazank on the Gering bench with 3 personal fouls. Metalka drains that one. 38-14, 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Billy finds Merez on the left side. They work it out on top to Greeley, back to Jack Franklin. Greeley takes it inside the arc to Billy. Back to Eli Merez. Tries to whip a pass to Bonsack. Goes off his hand, out of bounds. Metalka picks up the loose ball. Cross-court pass to get it to Murr for a 3 from the corner. Air ball. Bear saves it from going out of bounds. Gering has it. Jack Franklin gets it ahead to Damian Billy. And a blocking foul called. That'll put the 6-foot junior at the free throw line. Billy's first free throw on the way. That one comes up short. As Rushalow, or check that, Bonsack checks out. Hunter Hayden into the Gering lineup. Max Greeley checks out. Austin Mitchell in for the Gering Bulldogs. As Billy gets into the scorebook, he's got one. 38-15. 4:53 left. Siza works with it out front. One hand pass to Metalka. Metalka has it tipped away, but Merez will get called for the personal foul. And it'll be Alliance's ball. They will inbound in front of their own bench near sideline. Metalka triggers it in to Siza. Picked up by Franklin. He'll get a screen from Clark. In the corner, Murr drives left side, puts it up over Mitchell and scores it, and he's fouled. Kellen Murr with 6 points here in this second half in the game, I should say. Makes it 40-15, a chance for a three-point play right here. Austin Mitchell with his second personal foul. And he can't drop the free throw as Gering comes down with it. Get it ahead to Billy on the right side. Hunter Hayden finds Jack Franklin. They work it quickly to the right side to Hunter Hayden. Here's Merez trying to take it inside the arc. Gering continues to work with it around the outside of the arc. In the corner, Jack Franklin, bounce low post to Mitchell. Outside Hunter Hayden, dishes down low, finds Mitchell. Mitchell and Clark tie it up, and the possessioner will give the ball to Alliance. Schlotthauer in for Gering. And we need to have someone come out for Gering here. And Austin Mitchell will come out. And Gering will set up full court pressure against Alliance. Jaden Kelly into the Alliance lineup. He'll trigger it in quickly to Siza. Creighton up the floor. Takes it left side, drives, dishes into the corner. 3-ball on the way. That's too strong for Boyer. Saved from going out of bounds on the long rebound by Clark. Siza to Clark on the left side. He'll launch from bonus distance and drain it. Case and Clark with 20 points. And Alliance has opened up a 43-15 lead with 3:42 left in the third quarter. Merez trying to answer back iron, long rebound. Murr comes down with it. Alliance on the push. Ahead to Kelly. In the corner, Boyer, check that, he drives. Back to Siza, he drives left side and puts it up and in. (45-15), it's a 30-point Alliance advantage. Merez holds it for Gering. He'll take it inside the arc. Kick to Hunter Hayden for a three. Front iron. Rebound tipped around in the hands of Hayden. Dishes down low. Schlotthauer loses the handle. Loose ball picked up by Franklin. He'll bounce down low to Jackson. Schlotthauer puts it up and in. And Schlotthauer with his first two of the game. And it's a 45-17 Alliance advantage. Chase Boyer has it in the left corner, has a pass tipped away, gets it back, drives to the basket, throws up an off-balance shot. Rebound doesn't go. Kick out back to Siza. He can't score it. Clark with the reverse layup comes up short. And Gering will come the other way with 2.5 minutes left. Ahead to Merez. His shot blocked by Kelly into the hands of Siza. And his pass tipped out of bounds. It'll remain with Alliance. Metalka into the Alliance lineup, along with Jackson Bayer. And Alliance will inbound with 2:14 left in the third quarter. Metalka takes it, hands to Murr, to Boyer. Jaden Kelly works it to Murr on the left side, splits defenders to the basket, puts it up, doesn't go. Jack Franklin comes down with the rebound for Gering. Ahead to Damian Billy, he'll take the three. That'll glance off the front iron. Joe Van Ann into the Gering lineup. Metalka with the rebound, drives all the way and scores. And Metalka with 5. And the Alliance lead back to 30 here as we near a minute 30 left in the game, in the third quarter, I should say. Van Ann with it. Got it out front to Jack Franklin. Jack starts a drive, cut off by Murr. Back to Van Ann. Skip pass, Jack Franklin for three, count it. Jack Franklin only his 4th point of the game. 47-20, minute left in the third quarter. Work it to Boyer on the left side. Takes it into the free throw line, outside to Metalka. Metalka down the left lane line to the basket, puts it up and puts it in, and he's fouled. Count the basket. And the foul was on Schlotthauer. That'll be his first as Brett Pazanka checking back in. And that will put Metalka at the free throw line. Try and convert on the 3-point play. As Metalka completes the 3-point play, he's got 8 in the game. And it's a 30-point Alliance lead at 50-20. Gering with the ball. There's Jack Franklin with it. One hand pass to Greeley. And driving is Brett Pazanka. And checking in is Gavin Baltz for Gering. On the inbounds, the three by Franklin off the mark. As Baltz with the rebound, his putback won't fall. As Schlotthauer comes down with it. Back to Greeley, and Greeley called for traveling for the 3rd time tonight. Gavin Baltz, a 6'2" sophomore. 24 seconds left. Alliance with a 30-point advantage as Metallica will walk it across the 10-second line against Max Greeley. Find Boyer, right back to Metallica. 10 seconds left. Metallica pulls it out. Alliance will play for the last shot. They lob it to Bayer. He'll turn, take the 15-foot jumper, and drain it. Jackson Bayer, his first 2 of the game, and that ends the third quarter. At the end of 3, Alliance 52, Gering 20 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
At Platte Valley Bank, we realize the way people want to bank in the future may be different than it has been. As comfort levels and desires vary by person, banking may be different for some, yet not for others. We offer the best of both worlds, a traditional banking experience with our friendly tellers and an online or mobile banking option with features that you can personalize and utilize anytime, anywhere you go. So you can bank how you want, when you want, and from where you want to. Platte Valley Bank.
Back here for the final 8 minutes. That's a 32 Alliance advantage. And for Gering, it'll be Jack Franklin, Max Greeley, Gavin Baltz, along with Caden Bonsack and Brett Pazanka. Baltz with it on the left wing looking. They get it out on top to Pazanka for 3 off the front iron. Long rebound. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be Alliance's ball. As we said, Alliance was scheduled to travel to North Platte tomorrow to play North Platte, but a positive COVID test on the North Platte boys team, which means they will not travel to North Platte. As Metallica drives, he can't put it in, but cleaning it up for Alliance is Jackson Bayer. Makes it 54-20. The girls will make the trip to North Platte for Alliance. As Greeley drives, dishes, pass knocked away, still loose. Pazanka driving on the floor for the ball. He'll find Max Greeley. Greeley baseline and an offensive foul called on Max as Creighton Siza goes to the floor. And Alliance will have it. And that's the first personal on Max Greeley. 16 foul on Gering here in this second half. Metallica gives it up to Brent Haluska, who's checked into the Alliance lineup. Haluska has it poked away by Baltz. He'll give it down low to Brett Pazanka, who puts it up and in. And Brett with his 5th point of the night. 54-22. Alliance is led from the opening tap here tonight. Haluska gets a high screen as they work it in the corner to Metallica on the left side. Metallica puts it on the deck. Dishes to Siza, 15 feet out. He'll pull it out for Alliance. Now we'll take it into the paint. Dish out, Bayer for 3. High off the back iron. Won't fall through. And Pazanka comes down with it for Gering. Into the corner. Baltz bounces inside. Bonsack puts it on the floor. Knocked away. Greeley picks it up and puts in a 3. Max Greeley with 7. 54-25. Alliance driving and dishing down low. The assist from Metallica. Clark puts it up and in. 22 points for Case and Clark. And it's 56-25. Max Greeley with a 3 from the left wing. Off the mark. Check that. Bayer comes down with the rebound. The outlet to Siza. He's got it on the right side. To Metallica, top of the key. Case and Clark on the left side. Bounce baseline to Bayer. Metallica for 3. Back iron high rebound. Brett Pazanka comes down with a long down court pass. They head to Baltz. He drives to the basket. Layup too strong. And Alliance comes the other way. They try to whip a pass down low to Siza. It's intercepted by Gering. Greeley ahead. Baltz outside to Franklin. Into the corner. Brett Pazanka for three. Back iron. Bear comes down with the rebound. He's double teamed. And it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Alliance's ball. And a timeout taken by Gering. 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here from Alliance. And Ally Property Management and Real Estate, from real estate to property management, Ally is your friend in real estate. And Hydrotex is your lubrication solution partner, a member of the Holiday family of companies. Hydrotex is proud to support the local athletes. Stay with us. We'll have the Runs the Post game show and our Taco John's player of the game as Gering trails at 56-25 here in the fourth quarter. Gering, check it, will keep it at the Gering end. Merez will trigger it in. They lob it out on top. Pazanka. Brett with it. Starts the drive, cut off by Siza. Give it up to Baltz. Back to Jack Franklin for three, and Jack drains the three. He's got 7 in the game. 56-28 with 4:37 left in the game, and the turnover as Alliance get called for palming the ball. And it'll go back to Gering with 4:34 left in the game. Gering has it as Pazanka calls out Moretz. It's not there. They'll work to the right side to Baltz. Inside to Mitchell. Tipped away by Clark. Ahead to Metalka on the run out, and Metalka puts it up and in. Metalka with 10. 58-28. 30-point lead, and count the basket as Metalka will go to the line. A late call as the foul was on Alliance, or Gering's Austin Mitchell, I should say. And the 7th-team foul on Gering. And Metalka to try and complete the three-point play. And he does. He's got 11 in the game. 59-28. The bounce to Baltz on the right side, feeds Franklin, cutting to the basket. His shot doesn't go, but Brett Pazanka there with the putback. He's got 7. Pressure by Gering. Alliance breaks it, gets it ahead to Murr. Murr drives left side of the basket, off the glass and in. Murr with 8. 61-30. And a whistle and a ball out of bounds. And Gering will retain it. Their offensive end, they will inbound near sideline as the bounce comes in to Franklin as they work quickly in the corner on the left side to Pazanka. And an offensive foul called away from the ball. And let's see who the foul was on. They said White won. So that would be Jaden Kelly. And he'll come out, and Boyer will go in. Gering will trigger it in underneath their own basket. Hunter Hayden has his inbounds pass tipped away. Loose on the floor as Merez dove for the ball as Case and Clark got a hand on the inbounds pass. And it'll be Alliance's ball as Merez a little bit slow getting off the floor. He'll stay in the game. As Alliance with the ball, leading at 61-30. Here's Siza, hands it to Murr in the corner, back to Siza. Lob it on top, Boyer loose the handle, loose ball picked up by Merez. Merez on the run out to the basket, and Eli puts it up and in for his first 2 points of the game. 61-32, and a foul as the teams come up the floor. And a foul on Eli Merez. And Alliance in the 1-and-1 bonus as Damon Billy and Joe Van An check in for Jack Franklin and Brett Pazanka. 3:13 left in the game. Coming in for Alliance is Jackson Bayer. As Metalka at the free throw line. First one won't roll in. As Baltz comes down with the rebound ahead to Van An. They try to bounce it inside to Merez. Stolen away by Siza. Quickly up the floor to Murr. Bounce it to Bayer. He loses the handle and fires it out to Murr, and it goes out of bounds. That'll be Alliance's ball and a timeout on the floor with 2:58 left in the game. A 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. Sure to stay with us for the Runs the Post game show and our Run Taco John's player of the game. And be sure to contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle and Cook Mortgage, for a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer today. Castle and Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Gering girls getting a 71-29 win over the Alliance girls here tonight. They are now 11-8 on the season. Gering with the ball. Here's Damon Billy on the left wing. Hunter Hayden as they work it around. Back to Van An. Look to the three now. Will take it inside the arc. Baltz with it. Starts a drive. Spins. Tries to split defenders. He'll have it knocked away. And it'll remain at the Gering end. All of the starters out for Gering. Here's Van An with the baby hook shot, and Joe Van An gets into the scorebook. 61-34 with 2:28 left in the game. Metalka out on top for Alliance. Takes it left side. Dishes down low. Bayer with the baseline jumper. Too strong. Billy comes down with the rebound. The outlet to Merez. Cross to Hunter Hayden. Back to Billy for three. Off the mark. Metalka comes down with the rebound for Alliance. Loses the handle. Regains and gets it ahead to Kellen Murr. Murr, top of the key. Bounced right side. And Alliance head coach Michael Baker wants to get some substitutions in late in this game, as Isaac Weems will check in along with Jaden McCracken. And Gering looks like they're going to clear the bench too, as Tabor Wasson and Tyler Garrett will come in late in this game with 1:56 left, and Alliance comfortably on top, 61-34. Brand Haluska also into the game for Alliance. Here's Boyer. He has it stripped away by Joe Van An. Van An drives, puts up the shot with the right hand, doesn't go. And Weems comes down with the rebound as we near 90 seconds left in the game. Boyer on the dribble. He'll hand to Haluska as they work it to the left side to McCracken. McCracken on the dribble, drive to the basket with the right hand, and McCracken puts it off the glass and in. 63-34 with 1:19 left. Tyler Garrett driving and scoring for Gering. 63-36 as we near 1 minute left in the game. McCracken for three, comes up short as the putback by Weems doesn't go. As Baltz comes down with it, he drives, he can't score, and we're underneath a minute. 45 seconds left. As Alliance working with the ball, they get into the corner of McCracken. Directs traffic, now he dumps it down low. Inside, and the shot doesn't go by Alliance with 28 seconds left. Billy to Van Ann on the right side. He'll get a screen from Tyler Garrett. He'll drive baseline, and he's fouled on his way to the basket by Chase Boyer. That'll be the first personal on Boyer. Still only the 15th foul on Alliance here in the second half. So Gering will inbound with 18 seconds left. The inbounds goes off the foot of Wasson. Back to Garrett, and Tyler Garrett drains a three. Make it 63-39. And it will be an Alliance winner here tonight as Chase Boyer will hold the ball, and that's the final. 63-39. Alliance gets their 14th win of the season as Gering drops to 6-12 on the season. Black with the Runs of postgame show as Alliance gets the win 63-39 on the West Coast scoreboard.
You may look forward to spending the seasons with family in your home, but not when these critters come knocking on your door. That's where Benzel Pest Control saves the day. Family owned since 1976, we provide prompt, professional, and efficient services to keep your home or business safe and secure all year round.
With 3 generations and more than 4 decades of service to the Nebraska Panhandle and Southeast Wyoming, Benzel Pest Control is the only name in all seasons pest defense.
(63-39) is your final score here in the boys game as Alliance, after trailing 13-6, or leading I should say 13-6 at the end of the first quarter, blew it open in the second quarter, outscoring Gering 20-7 to lead 33-13 at halftime. They outscore Gering 19-7 in the third, and they lead by 32 at the end of 3, 52-20. But Gering comes in the fourth quarter and outscores Alliance in the fourth 19-11. Has a lot of reserves into the game on both sides as Alliance goes to 14-4 on the season. And Gering drops to 6-12. Now this is the Runza post-game show, and Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, and Chadron. 63-39, Alliance wins it on the West Coast scoreboard.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
Back in Alliance, the boys' game is in the books, and Gering drops a 63-39 decision to Alliance. Here on the Runs of Post-Game Show, let's take a look at the final scoring totals. On the Alliance side of the ledger, Cason Clark finishes with 20 points tonight. Hits right at his average on the year. He had 15 at halftime, 5 in the second half for Cason Clark. Creighton Siza with 11 points tonight for Alliance, along with Jaron Metalka. He also finishes with 11 points. 4 points tonight for Jackson Bayer, 3 points for Jaden Kelly. Kellen Murr ends with 8 tonight. Chase King and Jaden McCracken with 2 points for Gering. For Alliance, I should say. On the Gering side of the ledger, 7 points each for Max Greeley, Brett Pazanka, and Jack Franklin. Right behind them, Tyler Garrett with 5 points as he came on in the fourth quarter. He finishes with 5. 2 points each for Eli Merez, Joe Van Ann, along with Hunter Hayden, Jackson Schlotthauer, Sam Rushlow, and Caden Bonsack. And Damon Billy finished with 1 point here tonight as Gering loses to Alliance. Your final score, 63-39. We'll come back with more on the Runs of Post-Game Show and name our Taco John's player of the game as Alliance gets the win, 63-39 over Gering on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Back at Alliance High School, 63-39 your final as Gering loses to Alliance for the second time this season. Well, the play of the game is brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. And our Taco John's player of the game tonight, a tough decision for us, but last night we gave it to Hunter Hayden. Tonight, let's give it to Brett Pazanka as he finishes with 7 points tonight for Gering. He was one of 3 Gering players with 7 points. So Brett Pazanka, our Taco John's player of the game. We'll come back. Hopefully we'll get some post-game comments from head coach Kyle Cotton. A tough night at the office for Gering as they lose to Alliance 63-39 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Holiday recycling tips.
The holidays bring wrapping paper, boxes, and trees. Remember, when done with these items, recycle them. Wrapping paper can be collected and recycled in one of the city's recycling bins. Boxes can be collapsed and stored to use later or recycled. Finally, your old Christmas tree can be dropped off at this location. This holiday season, give thanks and a start to a healthier new year. Meet at Tri-City Stormwater.
(63-39) your final score here tonight. And back here on the Runs of Post game show is Kyle Cotton making his way here to our broadcast position at Alliance High School. We'll get some quick comments from him. And scoring drought in the second quarter was really kind of the difference in this game as Kyle joins us here. And we'll hand him the mic. Another long night at the office, but the scoring drought in the second quarter really kind of was the difference in this one tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't just say that. I would say our defensive intensity and just our defensive fundamentals, they were lacking the whole game. We actually scored more points against them this time than we did the first time we played them. So I'm not going to focus on the offense. We haven't been a good offensive team all year. I feel at times we're getting better at that, but yeah, defensively we were nowhere near where we needed to be. We had to limit Clark early, and we did not.
Yeah, I guess the good news is you didn't limit him, but he had 15 at the first half, and the second half he only comes in with 5. But a lot of substitution, a lot of reserves in the game in the second half. But still, you just kind of seem to let Alliance kind of do what they want after the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. That's what we always talk about. We can't let guys get comfortable. We can't let teams just do whatever they want to do. And I got to figure out a way to get these guys to get that. This is on me. I got to figure out a way to get it done. So we'll get back to work on Monday, and hopefully we can get stuff figured out.
And you've got a little bit of time. You've got, instead of 3 games over 4 days, you've got a little time, a week to kind of get set for Sydney, and they were a winner tonight over Shadron.
Yeah, we have this season is so competitive with all the teams. Whoever's going to come out and play well is going to be the victor. So we know what Sydney's going to do. They know what we're going to do. So it's going to be whoever executes better and whoever plays with more intensity.
All right. Well, another tough night at the office, and we appreciate you stopping by once again.
All right. Thank you.
All right. As Coach Cotton stops by here on the Runs of Post game show as Gering loses it 63-39. So we'll wrap things up here from Alliance High School. Glad you could be with us tonight on 106.9 The Trail and on KHYYFM.com, and also tonight on KNEB.TV. Thanks to Chad and thanks to Nick on the TV side as the Gering girls get a win, but the Gering boys lose their 12th game of the season to Alliance. So that'll wrap things up here from Alliance, and join us next Friday night from Sydney. But from Alliance, I'm Jeff Kelly. Good evening, everyone.